Hello. Hello. How are you? Who is this? Who's online with Granny? Who am I online with right now? Lord Jesus. Here go the technical difficulties already. Here go the technical difficulties already. Imagine that. Why not? What else could happen? What else? What else? What else? Hold on, guys. Granny's trying to get it together. Granny's trying. Her allergies are killing her. Big Rome, hey. How are you, sweetie pie? How are you doing? How did work go today? Did you work? No, you had the day off. Are you retired? What is going on with you today, sir? Hello, Dana. Granny don't have her glasses on, so I'm trying to get my tablet up and running so I can be part of this and read these comments. Granny's not wearing those glasses in front of you guys. No, no, no. Glasses in front of you guys. Hold on. No, no. Big Rome, you went to New York and back to Michigan today? You did all that today? You did all that traveling today? G, hey. Hey, how are you? Granny loves you. What did you do today, 3G? Granny just got from work. Granny went back to work. And listen, after this surgery, guys, it is very hard for Granny to be comfortable at work. Very, very. I'm getting horrible pains. I am going through a lot. It is all bad. But you know what? What can I really do? 5 days a week, young lady. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Hey, Cindy. Good to see you, sunshine. Yes, Cindy. Granny went back to work, and listen, it is putting a hurting on me. I am getting pains and cramps. 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 I'd be a little concerned, like, do I need to be here right now? But listen, them surgeries be putting a hole in Granny's pocket. You've been off work for a few days dealing with a pinched nerve. Dana, let's trade. No, let's not trade. No. You don't want what I have going on. It was okay, Benny. Hello, Benny. It was okay. I threw a chair at a. Oh, Benny, we don't say them things. Granny has those type of children. Well, I'm sorry you did that. That wasn't nice. Let's see if you can top 11K today. I know, ain't that cool? And Granny didn't even talk about much of anything. I was so proud. I was so proud of you guys. Thank you, Cindy. 11K. And all Granny did was just sincerely be herself. 3G. I slept all day just getting up, but I'm still in the bed. I did 11 to 7 a.m. shift last night. Oh, so you're tired. Manifest realities. Greetings, Granny. Hope you're feeling well. Granny really ain't feeling that well. If I had to put a 10, 10 being the best, I know, Cindy, that was cool. If I had to put a number on it, 10 being the best, I would give it a, what would I give it? I would give it a 5. Granny would definitely give it a 5. I think the biggest thing, they removed some of Granny's, we'll call it Olin. I don't know what words we can actually say on here. They removed some of Granny's Olin, so I had to get all my things sampled for C and tested for C. My liver, kidneys, everything, everything. They found a lot of things growing in there, so they had to go in there and cut them out. And that's what is causing Granny the problems. We will know exactly what it is when it goes to the lab, but Granny, like you guys, I've told everybody, is genetic. The C word is genetic for Granny. So this is not my first time getting these tests done. It just happens to be when they go in there, they're finding some stuff and they have to cut it out. And then when they cut it out, it's, you know, you cut skin off of skin. What do you think is going to happen? You know, and these are my organs. So it's a little, Granny ain't feeling too well. Rena Black, hello. Juicy Jumbo, hello from Tennessee. Manny Edu says, I love your hair. You know what? Granny loves the simple hairdos. I love the simple. Everybody knows I will wear just 2 ponytails. That is my go-to hairstyle. I put my little curls in it. That's what I should do. I should do 2 ponytails because I'm so, yeah, let me do 2 ponytails. I'm hot, I'm irritated. Let Granny figure this out. Granny is living like a savage. Granny is so hot right now. Stay positive and keep the good vibes, Mr. Stuck. Hello. I know I'm trying to stay positive, but I don't know. That C word scares Granny, and that genetic. Are you guys familiar with LaTruth at all? Do you guys know who LaTruth is? If you don't, you should follow him. But there's somebody that I can use for public example. If you guys don't understand, the C word is genetic for him too, but it's stomach C word. Mine is genetic for me too, but mine is in different areas. And if you know, when people get it, it spreads and jumps. Yeah, and it's just horrible, just horrible. But yes, that's what took Granny's beautiful daddy to heaven, was the C word. Yeah, so the fact is genetic, and the fact that every time they go in there, they find more stuff to cut out, more stuff to cut out. The fact that stuff is growing in there isn't really the best sign. Your dad passed away. Yeah, Cindy. Oh, you too? Also, you get it. Oh, Cindy, it's so horrible. It's like, not only do you know it's a lot of people don't realize we all have that gene in our body. All of us. Some of ours is just activated and some of ours ain't. Some of ours get activated along the way. I ain't got no hairbrush. Yes, but Cindy, so you know, so you're already thinking all throughout the year or in between the testings that it could happen. See, something just ain't right. I don't know if they're even. But then when you go to get the test, you're really on high alert. Like the fear just never goes away. It's every day. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah. You know, that made Granny cry yesterday on live. They made Granny cry about that yesterday on live. And I don't think they meant to, but Granny's just so sensitive about it. Anybody, I can say this again, anybody that's dealt with anybody that has had, Granny's not smiling because that Granny's just a smiler, but anybody that has dealt with anybody that has had the C word, or if they've had the C word, they know how devastating this is. Hey, make it make sense. You know, that's Granny's saying. But yes, anybody knows it's devastating. You can't unsee. Should I change the filter so it'll be lighter in here? Can you do that? It is very devastating, and you can't unsee some of the things that you will see. So it's traumatizing in its own right. Does that make sense? It is very traumatizing in its own right. It is not a pleasant, it's not a pleasant experience. I wouldn't wish it on nobody unless there's Granny lighter now. Can you see? Does it make me lighter? My house is very, very dark, guys. Granny's like a little vampire. I was with both my parents till the time they went to traumatized. So you understand, Cindy, it is very traumatizing. Traumatizing. Oh, I don't even think traumatizing is the proper word. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Oh, it's traumatizing. Especially, like I said, when it's genetic and you have to worry about. I don't want to say it like this, but it's kind of like a when type thing. That's the feeling it gives me. And let's pray I'm not going to be that person, but that's the feeling I get from it is, you know how it works, Cindy. Absolutely, Cindy, Make 3. Okay, manifest reality. Someone that isn't used to anything would not understand. Well, sometimes that's why I explain, because, a lot of people, there's people in my age group that haven't even lost parents yet. So they don't even know that feeling. Both my parents had, we call it the C word. We can't call it that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Jeffrey, I know you got me, Jeff. Yin Yang, God bless everyone with power. Thank you. Sharon Burton, hello. No, Sherilyn. Jeffrey, I know you got me. Part of me says I'm going to be all right. We're not going to talk about it no more. You need some advice from me. Yes, tell me. Granny loves giving advice. Look, Jeff, I'm starting to cry. Am I saying it right? Sherilyn. Thank you, Sherilyn. Who is this white woman? Well, baby, no, I'm actually not a white woman. I hate to be. Can anybody tell Kiss My what color I am? Can anybody inform Kiss My what color I am? Who is the white woman? That is so rude. I'm not even. That is so rude. Manny, you think I'm Latin? You think I'm Latin? Let's see. Are you right? I know you guys know what Caucasian people look like. I know you have to know what Caucasian people look like. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I just know you guys know what Caucasian look like. Rio M, I'm white. Okay. Rena Black, mixed race. You love my hair? Thank you. I look, Sherilyn, you think I look mixed? Well, there's like 3-4 people on here that say I'm totally Caucasian. Do you guys know what Caucasian people look like? I just wonder if you put a Becky next to me, nobody sees the difference. Now let's just be honest. Let's just be honest with ourselves. If you set a typical Caucasian person, man or woman, on each side of me, are we really the same? Yes, I always do smile. I do smile. Half cooked. I'm from Louisiana, so we are mixed well, Granny. Who knows? Yeah, that's a good question. You guys watch so many of Granny's videos. Who knows? What am I? What am I? Jeff, what am I? Do you know what I am, Jeff? Is Jeff the one that knows? Yes, I am a child of God. Are you light-skinned? Russian, German, white? You're kind of close, Jeff. Yeah, you think I'm just all the way white too, Jeff? Oh my gosh, that is so rude. Portuguese and black, we're getting close. Black, Asian, black, white. Kiki, you know. Kiki knows. Kiki, you pay attention. Yes, I'm Asian, black. I'm sorry, Asian, African. What else am I? Black, Indian, white. I'm going to tell you that, guys, this. My father is predominantly Caucasian. I live in Miami now and I enjoy the diversity and I have traveled the world. Yep, so if you traveled the world, you know there's actually a lot of people When it's all said and done, the world is going to look like me or a little bit darker. I'm just keeping it real. You're mixed with Russian. Russians don't look like her. Don't mean in a bad way, but she's beautiful. So if you're mixed with Russian, then you should know that's white. You should know what that's Caucasian. What Caucasian do I have in me? Come on, guys. What is Granny? What is Granny? So we already figured out African. We already figured out Asian. What type of Asian am I? What other races are in there? Oh, you were explaining white, Jeffrey. I was going to say you of all people. T. Sims, please don't talk about my father. My father is in heaven. We don't do that. We don't even bring that man. Nobody deserves. Don't try yourself like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you say you love dogs, I will make. Listen, Scully, I don't need anybody. If you somebody subscribes to Granny, it's because you like Granny. I don't have to beg for likes, views. I don't do that. I'm a grown woman. Either you vibe with Granny or you don't. I am nobody's flunky. I don't do that. I'm a grown woman, hon. No offense. Philippines? Who said that? Who said that? Samoan? Why is that name Samoan? Are you Samoan? English, Indian, Native America. Hello, sister. Good morning, my Arabic. Shh. They don't know Granny has that in her yet. Italian white or Eastern European white woman. Samoan, give me a little credit. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Chris. Indian. So listen, my mother is actually from an island. I will say that. My mother speaks many different languages. My father's not all the way Caucasian. There are some other races in there as well, but he's predominantly Caucasian. Samoan and African American is me. Well, Samoan, let me tell you this. All those things Granny has in her too. A lot of people don't realize you need to get people. Listen, I advise this to anybody. Get a DNA test and you would be surprised what is in there. You would really, really, even Caucasian people. And once again, my father's Caucasian. So when I say that, I'm not being mean. I love everybody. But I do live in the Black community. I do, I just do. But I really fit in with the Asians. Not saying I don't mingle, but yes, I'm a little different. Ethiopian. TV Mario, hello, hun. Oh Lord, why do we have children in here? We're gonna hide. It shouldn't be no children in here. Yes. So Granny is your last girlfriend was 40. I'm 27. Oh, you like the older women, Manny. That's what's going on. You like the older women. Carter the King, hello. I bet she smells like Honey Nut Cheerios. That's what you think loud enough? You must have missed my videos. I smell like a very beautiful woman. Granny, I don't know about the Honey Nut Cheerios, but Granny has whatever clone. Granny is a Gucci woman. Granny has a very big, loud enough, I love you too. Granny has a very big collection of smell goods. So Granny is going to smell like something different all throughout the day. I've spared no limit on my smell goods. I'm a tomboy, but I'm a girly girl. So I do a lot of shopping. Just wear your hair down, young lady. It's hot. Big Rome is hot. I don't like the hair. My hair, that's why I always tell everybody I got good hair as if you can't see. It's not because I'm bragging, but people don't understand when you have good hair, it kind of feels like my children don't have hair like this. My children are black. My children are black. My cousins are black. I'm the only one that is actually this. Me and one other cousin, and the other cousin has a Caucasian father as well. So we are the only ones that look like this. So any hair I've touched, if it was my mother's, my children, Any family members, it was not like this. So when hair like this, you get hot, it wraps around your neck and it sticks to you. I know you sit. I'm not gonna say it, but yes, it can get a little honest, big grown. Granny will be looking like a crazy woman. Jeff, you know I didn't. Jeff, you know I have not eaten nothing. Your hair is good and healthy. Rena, it's healthy because I cut all the hair dye off, hair color. Granny loves her some blonde hair. And after Granny's hair was blonde for so long, I went to brown hair. When you get older, your hair gets thinner, the texture changes, it gets a lot more fragile. So it ain't the hair it used to be. I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely not the hair it used to be. T Sims, does your girl know you're over here? How many times have you been divorced? I can tell, for real, for real. Okay. You know what, T Sims, you don't know me as a woman or a mother. So the things you say, listen, you sound, that's your little low level conversation you just be having. Listen, I know the world thinks everybody's down bad and doing bad and nobody loves them. And Granny's, I don't know if you can tell, but Granny's a lovable person. I'm just letting you know. So whatever you think somebody feels or acts, or I reassure you, that's not what it is. When I'm gone, you're gonna smell my cologne loud enough. Listen, Granny, I love me some smell good. Biff, a crazy gorgeous woman. Thank you, Mr. Biff. I'm looking like a little werewolf right now. Michael Lee, love your smile. Thank you. Granny got a whole nother smile at the dentist waiting on her. And them teeth cost a lot. Don't make no sense. I agree. Manny E. Dude, I'm down bad. Why? Jeffrey, hiding in the bathroom, texting. Jeff, see, Jeff, there you go. You guys just don't know. Everybody tell Jeff hello. Jeff has got me through so many moments. He's a good person. He takes the time to make sure he's like me. If he's in tune to you, he'll build a rapport. He'll like you. He'll love you. Not as like a love relationship or anything like that. Hello, Octavius. Hello, honey bun. Not anything like that, but he just truly has a good heart, and he's got me through some bad moments of seeing if I have the C word, and just some bad moments in my life. Do you wear Dolce & Gabbana? Yeah, you have to see my perfume collection. I just need like a sample, like the top shelf. Yes, I have Dolce & Gabbana. I have Prada. That's my favorite. Chanel. That's my favorite. Armani. Whatever I pull off the shelf and showed in my videos, that is like my favorite, like my go-tos every day. Oh, Samoan, let me tell you something. Trick, a lot of people don't know this. If you have people come in your house and they like to spray your cologne, take the tops off so nobody can use your cologne or perfume, guys. It keeps people from using your stuff. If there's no spray top, they can't spray it when they come. My children will come in, shh, they're in their 30s. I'm talking about they're hitting their children with it. I'm like, what? Put that down. You live in Cali? Scary movie. Hello, how are you? The light blue D&G. Listen, oh, I love D&G. Jeff, you already know we like the same. Me and you are like the same. Adrian Hayes. Hey, Granny Love. We love you over here. Says your advice to these young ladies is on spot on. We got to pray that they will learn to listen. Listen, here's something. Chanel. Yes, I have Chanel. I like more of the upper brands, and I just like what I like. I like what I like. I'm not gonna feel bad for liking what I like. I like what I like. Everybody, Granny, you're showing off. People fail to realize I am not a 21-year-old girl. It's not like this is my first time buying things. If you don't think I'm gonna have a collection at this age, manifest. You like the channel, Jeffrey T. Sims? Jeff ain't worried about you the least bit. Who gave you the right to be so gorgeous? Skylar, you should have seen me in my young day. Listen, Granny don't brag about a lot, but I understand why my dad bred the way he bred and married the type of woman he married. He wanted to, he seen a beauty in my mother that my mother didn't even see in herself. He knew, and not that my mother was a beautiful woman, but he knew, my mother had a daughter already. So he seen what she was able to produce. And he was like, yes, my father created his own race. He was like, yes, this is what I want. And my father was just always so proud of my beauty, not in a bragging way or anything like that, but to be a more of a Caucasian man and see this biracial, beautiful, something that's not in your family, something that's different from what you've been raised around, and to know you created it, and the love he had for my mother. So he was very proud. Not just of my beauty, he just loved me. I was a daddy's girl. He loved me. He loved me. Skylar, Miss Granny, you look so young already. You are gorgeous. Now I can't imagine you younger. Granny was listen, Granny has a turkey neck. A lot of people don't even see it. I got like wrinkles. I got all that. No, I was a very beautiful young lady. Jeff, see, don't you start. I'm starting to see the new phase with biracial black and white people. Yes. Yes. James, there you are. There's my superhero, James. Listen, I got everybody on here. I need more ideas on how I can decorate the man cave. Right now, as you see, I have this up here. I have a bracket on the bottom so they can slide. I was going to hang these from the walls. I don't let a lot of people around my house, in my house. I get massages. So on the other side of this is a massage table, massage area. I kind of had to downsize. This used to be my exercise part of the house. I had to downsize it so I could fit in the YouTube thing. And I did like 2 sectionals. It's shaped like a U, way too much sitting, but I like what I like. I didn't buy like real fancy couches or nothing like that. I got like the play couches from the other part of the house. You like turkey necks? I'm glad you do, Michael, because Granny's getting old. Granny has a turkey neck for days. Neon lights and posters of your favorite sports teams. I know, Jeffrey T. Sims, we don't even do that over here. Whatever you're doing, listen, I don't want to take you off my page because Granny loves everybody. But all that hostility and that bad word talking and stuff like that, you take that outside in the streets. That ain't what this is. Granny's from the streets, did what the boys did. And you're grown enough to know there's a time and a place for everything, and this ain't it. So just like Granny never used her body, people, but just like Granny's managed stores, there's another side to it. You being an adult, you know when to turn that on and off. I have a lot of elders on my page, so we don't do that over here. That's why Granny comes over here and acts a certain way. Learn how to conduct yourself, T. Sims. We're not in the hood. This ain't the trap. This ain't the ghetto. This is Granny's YouTube room. Have some common sense. Jeff, don't even feed into that. Don't even feed that. That just shows real ignorance. Javon, hello, honey bun. Tehran, good evening. How are you? LG, hey Granny. Yes, I don't want to ignore this. I just don't say that. We don't say the whole word. We call it the C word on here. I just canceled my second C surgery for this morning. I was not feeling it. Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that. That's why Granny canceled her surgery. I just have a belief. I don't know how anybody else feels, but there's some doctors that feel like this too. That if you're not, especially when you get older, or if you, depending on how serious the surgery is, we're already taking a chance of not, getting put to sleep is a dangerous thing. And I don't want to get put to sleep when I'm in a dark place. I just don't want to. And I will cancel. That's why I canceled that first surgery, because I just felt like I was having a spiritual moment. We won't get into that because everybody is going to think Granny's weird, but Granny was baptized and has spiritual moments, and it just is what it is. And Granny was having a moment, and that's it. You got me on three screens in my office. Jeff, what type of flooring did you choose? You didn't even tell me. Jeff, you didn't even tell me. Jeff, you're better than that. People like T Sims, you try to be polite. That's why he belongs over there. Him or her belongs on Sunny's page because they're with that negativity. If I want to be negative, I'm going to go outside in the streets. I'm not going to do what? What? Respect Granny chat room, grow up people. Yes, Michael, really. Here, if I'm more savage. I hate to say this, but I'm more savage than half you guys on here. Don't let the light skin and the good hair fool you. And if I know how to conduct myself as a proper young lady, I would like to think you guys can conduct yourself as proper young men and young ladies because you haven't experienced half the stuff I did or did half the stuff I did. So if I can act right, you should act right. Who checked their messages? Jeffrey, me? Hello from Europe. Hello, Silver Dude. How are you? Jay Prez, where am I from? Granny just doesn't tell a lot of her private business. I just don't. And no offense, I know everybody wants to know and stuff like that, but Granny, I'll tell you my whole life story, but certain things I'm just not gonna tell. Let's choose a new topic. How was work today? Work was beautiful. What is our topic, guys? Oh, I have a topic. You guys are taking me off. I have a topic. Granny gives life lessons, so here I am. Here I am. Hello, is that Erndira? I don't want to say that wrong. You are amazing and beautiful. Thank you, honey bun. Thank you. Granny loves everybody. I'm a granny. You guys have to be nice to me. I'm actually an older woman with a turkey neck. I look like a young tenderoni. What was I going to say? Okay, so I want to talk about West Indy. I'm going to say that name one time and one time only. If we do any response in the chat about it or anything like that, we don't need the actual name because we all know who I'm talking about. I hate to have to take you out of the chat. I'm a grown woman. To think you guys would have, you go do this on these children's page. This is ridiculous. So Miss Indy is going to Florida, guys. What are we thinking about that? So not only have you begged for donations, asked for donations, whatever it is. Hey, Angela. Hey, Angela. You went from being homeless to you got your tax credit apartment. Now you have Amazon's up. Buy me this, buy me these big TVs, buy me furniture. We need this, we need that. Donate. Remember, she couldn't pay her rent. Moved in at the end of the month. She's like, oh, I didn't know rent was due at the beginning of the month. Who's going to pay my rent? Now she's taking a trip to New York. You guys, listen. Granny is so... Hello, Disgusting Master Rank. Granny is so disgusted by that because here you are asking for people to donate, and most of the time that I'm sorry, some of the people that are donating, hey, Master Rank, how are you, Sunshine? Hey, Honey Bun. Most of these people, no, not most, some of these people that are donating are elderly on fixed incomes, things of that nature. Some of these people haven't traveled, can't afford their medicine. Just throw out all the scenarios. You go ahead and you ask for money from them, and then you have the nerve to go ahead after you're struggling so bad, and now you're taking a trip to Florida? What? The disrespect in that, child, how dare you? How dare you? Let me tell you something. Everybody's always like, Granny, why do you talk to her like that and not the other ones? Because West India, I'm sorry, Miss Indy is running game on you guys. She uses this, oh, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. That's all part of her game. This is all part of her game. How dare she? Okay, Biff. She's next level. Wish I could move like her. She's so cheeky. Okay, I'm not sure who you're talking about. But this was out the door. People need to consider not giving these YouTubers anything. I agree. Richard. How are you, Richard? Yes, James, her priorities are very, 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 very wrong. Limo, these ain't even Granny's original curtains for back here. Granny just threw these up. Back here used to be all pink. Yeah. This is my thing. I'm I don't care what anybody else does. I'm not going to post my Cash App. If I post my Cash App, I better be sick. I better not really be able to afford something. Who am I to take away from anybody? You see what I'm saying? I have legs, arms, and regardless how sick I might be or might not be or how old I am or whatever it is, I have the ability to go work for whatever I want. If one job ain't enough, I have the Jeff. I'm gonna get you and James. I'm gonna get you guys. I'm gonna get you guys. I promise. But whatever I want, I have the ability and the willpower to go get it. When I no longer have the ability or the willpower, then I will ask. And I pray I don't have to ask. If I ask, it's because I really, really need it. I'm not just gonna. That's not in me. That's if that's the case, I wouldn't have went to the streets. I would have just laid up with men. I would have been trying to find the biggest ballers and chase. I don't want to say that because women are gonna be like, "Oh, you're talking about us." No, no, no. That's not the case. That is not the case. That is not. There's certain things Granny is not going to do. That's why Granny chose or made whatever decision she chose. Never used her body. I like to throw that in there because I'm just not one of them women. I can run with the best of these men. I ain't gotta lay up to get anything. I ain't got to do nothing. I told you, my mom powered me up like that as a when I was little, I was in boy sports. She let me know I can do what a man or a boy can do. There's no as much as there's a difference, I'm just as capable. So that's how I walked into life. Cold fact, as you should. You think who thrives on controversy? Oh, what you call it? Don't say the full C word, manifest. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. Manifest. Sending love, prayers, strength, all of the above. I don't want to say it in a bad way. My heart is with you more than you know. But Granny is very sensitive about that subject, and we call it the C word. I'm very because that's what I'm going through now. Don't make me cry. Don't say that. We're not talking about that. Granny has morals. Yes, listen, regardless of what listen, this is one thing about Granny. Granny might do a lot of savage things, but laying down with men or laying down with men to get a bill paid or do whatever, I would take a chance in going to jail before I degrade my body like that. If I lay down with a man, it's because I chose to lay down with a man, and that's it. I had a good father in my life, and my father showed me, Granny, you cannot ask West Indies what? Listen, I'm not asking anybody. First, let's go back to my dad, T. Sims. My dad raised me to care about. This is what my dad told me, you guys. And bring that comment back up. Make sure I see that comment because I want to say something about this mentoring thing. My dad was my mother and my father. My dad had this talk with me. I had a baby at 15. And our ex talk was when he was taking me home from the hospital, he looked over at the baby and he looked at me. Imagine this poor Caucasian man. I know he was traumatized. Oh, I used to take my dad up through there. He looked at the baby and he looked at me and he said, we're not going to do this anymore. And that was my ex talk. And boy, listen, I did it like a year and a half later and I was scared to even tell my dad. Oh, I promise. I was, because you know what? My dad was a real dad. It's not like I went and had got, because my dad was lacking. I was just, listen, I was young. We were all young. I thought I was in love. I was skipping school. I was doing, yes, Granny has done everything. That's why these children think that they're the first to do all this. You're not. You're not. But anyways, so the conversation my dad gave me was when I was about 30. He said, well, you're getting kind of old now. I'm like, huh? What? And Granny was still in the streets at the time and managing stores. And Granny had the big head. You know, I'm hanging with the big dogs. Granny's a big dog. And the men are not, you know, whenever you see me, I don't care how much you are out there in the streets, you got to nod down because I'm her too, you know. So I love that, you know, that's Master Rank. That's horrible you would say that. But I love that respect. I love having the respect that a man could get. You know, I love when the other women see me, you know, you have to, Granny don't want to say this offensively, but when you walk by, you see me, yeah, and we're different. You know, we're different and we do different things. We think different, we move different, you know, and it's not that I think I'm better than you because we need women like you in the world. You know, I just chose to be a pioneer and do man stuff. But throughout that, Granny was helping people and all of that. But my father told me, he was like, listen, well, he told me this at a young age. There's two types of women. One that lays down because she wants to, one that lays down because she have to. Now, when I was 30, what the talk was, well, honey, you know, it's a different day. People do different things. What means something changes every generation. What means something to that generation changes. So what it was when your grandparents were alive, you know, most of our grandparents went to heaven being with our grandparents. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say all of our parents in my group, but my parents happen to be one of the ones that were going to ride it out to the end if my father didn't go. So over time, so what he told me, we're going to have children. Doesn't mean we're going to be with their parent. Let me make a long story short. We're going to have children. It doesn't mean we're going to be with their parent. Most people divorce. Most people do this. Be the best. He said, the only thing I can ask from you, be the best person you can be. Build yourself up mentally to deal with whatever you're going to deal with because I will not be here for long. Wherever, and my dad never judged me. Remember, my dad is a businessman. And Granny, once again, has changed her life, no longer does those things. But Granny did those things because she had children so young. And I'm sorry. You know, when you have a baby at 15, you're going to get a house where? I was ready to be independent. I was ready to do whatever. Just your options at 15, 16 are a lot different than being an adult. If grown adults are struggling with a married or a man and a woman in the house, what's this 15-year-old gonna do? You know, Granny didn't want her kids to go on the streets by. I didn't want my children to suffer for a decision I made, so it was whatever was necessary. I just chose the harder route because I'm not soft and I'm not laying up with man for money. That's it. That's it. I don't feel bad. I said what I said. I did it. Whole time to help people. I mentored people. But anyways, back to my dad. So imagine me having a Caucasian father, businessman, owns land, houses, machinery, employs people, and he got a daughter with gold teeth, diamond teeth. These ain't even Granny's teeth. You know, just tattooed out, thugged out. You know, imagine he's amongst. I'm not going to tell you what my father did. It's nobody's business, but his profession was, you know, when he went to your house to do a job, you're dropping a check, a check, a check. You know, and people needed him, and that's what it was. So imagine him rubbing elbows amongst the best. Even though my father was very down to earth, you couldn't even tell he had money. People that have money don't look like they have money. Imagine him rubbing elbows with the best or being around the best, and everybody's house he's going to, their kid is in college, or their kid is doing this, or their kid is doing that. But you know, deep down inside, you got a daughter with gold teeth that's in the streets, getting almost unalived how many times. But he never held me when he viewed me. This is what made me the woman I am. He realized, once again, he was my father and my mother. It just was what it was. And I don't have a parent now, Jeffrey, but he realized that he had to let me go through the motions because he knew when he went, I was going to be parentless. And no disjustice to my mother, no discredit, know anything like that, but he knew it was going to be pretty much survival of the fittest. So, make a long story short, when that time came, he was right. I'm now without a parent. And had I not went through the things I went through and experienced the things, whatever it was all a learning lesson. It was things I had to learn to become the woman I have to be. I wasn't always going to be that woman in the streets. And also, my calling is to help mentor others. And when I tell you I mentor others, I want to take my camera out there and I really want to show you guys. But I'm not going to do that because I'm never going to show these children. But I don't think you guys understand what I'm mentoring. I'm not mentoring the 4 or 5-year-old kids. I'm mentoring the young adults. I will do 15, 16, 17. I'll do whoever. I'll mentor whoever. But my thing is, I like the children out there that have been to jail. I like the children out there that have kids. I like the children out there that somebody pow-powed them the last week. Them are the children that Granny mentors because Granny is from that lifestyle. So, of course, I'm going to mentor those children because a lot of people don't make it out like Granny. There's 2 options, or jail. How many of us have friends that have lived that lifestyle? There are really 2 options. There's no retirement in that. There's no nothing. You end up ruining your life and being an old woman. Either you end up doing the what, or you're living off some woman because you've completely ruined your whole life. So Granny's actually a success story. Now, not only why Granny did that, she also managed stores her whole life. I've had a son that's been on TV commercials, all types of stuff. I'm a published photographer. So it's not like I'm just some. I don't hang with the worst of the worst. I've hung with, I take that back. Granny has been around the worst of the worst and has seen the worst of the worst. But that's just not what I have allowed myself to be around. I've allowed myself to be around a different breed of people, so I'm going to have different views, different advantages, different points. I'm not just street trash. I have, actually had great, great, great jobs. All right, let me see. Having parents really does make a difference. Yes. Jeffrey, you just know I got a soft spot for you. You and James. It's not because, Jeff, don't feel like you have to do that. Never feel like you have to do that. If I like you, it's because I truly like you, just like my Cash App. I don't put that out because I don't expect anything. So I don't never want you to think that I expect you to do anything like that. And I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that a lot. But never feel like Granny thinks, I don't feel like you're obligated. Never feel like you're obligated to do any of those things. Pizza Catalina, happy belated Mother's Day. James, don't make Granny cry. I'm a softie. Don't make Granny cry. James. Debbie, hello, beautiful. Granny jumps around on her stories because there's just so much different stuff to talk about. But anyways, my father never looked down on me. Let me go back to that. You appreciate the subject, grown woman conversation. Thank you. A lot of people, they think I'm supposed to feel bad or be ashamed or what am I ashamed of? What? What am I ashamed of? This same woman from the streets? What? My whole son was an actor model. Can you get, I'm not bragging, but can you guys put your child in that position? Because this same woman from the streets, she put her child in that position and learned how to do photography and all this, managed her son, all that. So yes, don't tell me why. I'm proof. This is what I always try to tell everybody. I am proof of there's a such thing as change. Change is a beautiful thing. Sometimes people choose things or do things that doesn't really define who they are. It doesn't, and I'm not saying everybody's good people because there's a lot of bad people out there, but I'm genuinely a good person. I came from a father that did things for people. Debbie, I'm an awesome person. I try to be. You know what? Granny has a real rough side to her. There's times where I tell everybody I'm gonna be a work in progress forever because I did spend so much of my life in the streets doing what the boys do, where I'm always going to be. Yeah, T Sims, yeah. I'm sorry to tell you. See, that's even stuff like this is foreign to you, T Sims. That's unbelievable. What listen, one thing about Granny ain't got a lie to kick it. For no, I don't get any credibility by getting on here. I try to tell you guys what I have done so you can understand I am a success story. Hello. But anyways, back to my daddy. He made me feel just as if I was just as good as all his children's friends. He never looked down at me, even though he was very displeased with the things I did or whatever it was. He knew I didn't have to do it. He had his own money, but he realized the type of person I am. He knew my calling was to grow up and help other people in different ways. What I was doing back then at the young age, 19, 20, I've been helping people since I've been in the streets. But in 1920, I really went full-fledged buying groceries, funerals. Oh, yeah? You know, that's just the type of person I truly, if I'm going to take out, not saying it made it right to take out of the community, but how can you not take out of the community and put back into the community? I'm over there devastating people's families. I'm taking, these children need school clothes, food. I'm taking that money. I'm taking that money and going home to my children, and we're living a lush life. So yeah, you're right. I am buying school clothes for all the kids on the street. I am buying groceries for the elders. You know, I am helping out on a bill. If, you know, your funeral comes and you're a little bit short, not your funeral, somebody, you know, people are in the street activities happen. Your nephew gets whatever it is. I'm not gonna, you know, pay all of it, but, you know, I got you. That's right. That's how my heart works. I don't feel bad. Listen, Granny has always helped. But anyway, so my father knew that my job was bigger than just helping people financially. He knew my job was to get out there and mentor and save other children's life just like me. Because here's the thing, a lot of people don't choose what Granny chose by choice. They choose it because their mom is off on, you know what, dad's gone. You know, there's a reality to why these children really end up in the streets. And if you're not really out there in the streets, you don't realize what really goes on out there. It's different when you ride past it in your car, but when you spend a lifetime out there, you don't even know what happens in 5 minutes. That's what I tell everybody. Go to your worst area and just stay there all night. Pay attention to what everybody has to go through. Pay attention to what happens. Pay attention. It's ugly. The streets eat people alive. It is ugly. So yes, I'm going to mentor those type of people because there's people that have been forced out there young, and I want them to fix their life. I want them to live to see another day. I don't want them to end up in prison. I don't want them to end up here. You know, not everybody has the will. And let me tell you something, when you walk away, this is why a lot of us don't walk away, because we can't take that financial drop. You can't go from being the king to going living the paycheck to paycheck. No man nowhere, and whoever's been in the streets that's on here knows I'm telling the truth. No man nowhere is going to go from being him to a $200 paycheck a week, waiting every 2 weeks to get paid. Very few of us are going to even let our family go through that. That's why a lot of us get stuck in the streets, and we're willing to lose whatever, take whatever chances, because we can't take that crossover. The crossover is hard for a lot of people. The streets are rough. Been there too. Thank you. I'm leveling up. Been to prison. See? That's what I'm saying. What really happens out there is ugly. So yes, people are mad at me. Oh, Granny, you're mentoring people. T. Sims, this is your question. Why? And anybody says, Granny, why do you mentor them children or try to? Sonny don't want to hear it you say Wednesday. West Indy don't want to hear it you want to say whatever. Listen, We were all those children. Did we want to hear what anybody had to say? Did we not know it all? But once again, Granny has been somebody has tried to unalive Granny too many times, more than this many fingers. I've had too many second chances to not reach out to these children and let them know, hey, you're making bad decisions. You don't know the repercussions from A, B, C, and D, how it's going to hit you later on down the line, blah, 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 blah. That is the least I can do for the community that I helped destroy. I would be a fool not to do that. So you mean to tell me that's been embedded into me by my father? My father did the same thing, just not to the street people, because he wasn't in the streets. He helped the homeless, the old, the elderly, the sickly. I'm from the street, so how dare I not help my fellow street people? I'm obligated as a human being to do that. I don't feel bad. I'm obligated to help anybody that I know more than. Just like I still get mentored by elders. An elder is still learning. We're still learning. We just know a lot more than these children because we've been through this already. Tasha, the street has no honor amongst thieves. Listen, that's the last of the, man, it's about making it, okay. Understatement, Michael. It's about, are you going to wake up the next day? Going to jail is an easy thing. Are you going to wake up the next day? Is someone going to harm you, harm your family? Yeah, it's real out there. I give awesome advice and wisdom. I only talk about what I've experienced. I don't pull random things out. Listen, there's a lot of things I don't know, but there's a lot of things I do know. It doesn't matter how I know them, I know them. Which year was your wildest years? I feel like you're just trying to figure out how old Granny is. Hey, SSS, RRRR, Tube, hey, Sunshine. Belinda, hey, Granny, sending love and blessing from New Zealand. Belinda, hey, baby, you guys like and subscribe to Granny's page. Okay, cold fact, I'm praying daily for my grown son still out there. Oh, so you understand? Yes, that's what my father went through with me. Could you imagine having a daughter out there that don't have to be out there? That's what I'm saying. That's why I have to help them children. I don't want them to go here. Oh, you like to subscribe? You like to subscribe yesterday? Granny slurred from that surgery, you guys. I had up here, so don't judge me. 6 months to a year healing time. Yeah, so you still have a son out there, so that uneasiness. Listen, they could never catch Granny slipping. But the things they did to Granny, even though they tried to, nah, Granny ain't even gonna say that. But I'm here. No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I've gone through it, so I know. Yeah, that's why people, cold fact, I'm gonna say this. What offends me is when grown adults try to tell me not to stay in a child's ear. Cold fact, you already know they ain't even trying to listen to their parents. They ain't trying to listen to nobody. They know it all, just like we knew it all, like they know it all. But as an adult's job, you stay in their ear, especially when you're speaking that real stuff. And that's just what you do because you're obligated. Shame on the adult that walks past and does nothing. Shame on the adult. Let me say this. So while you discourage Granny, shame on the adult that says, oh, that ain't my kid. Let me walk on and... Okay, well, that's you. That ain't me. That's you. That ain't me. Let me do my calling. Let me do what I'm supposed to do with these children. Listen, I don't care if they cuss me out. I don't care if they curse me out. Now, I'm going to give young Sunny as an example. I could really go in on her. Do you hear me? I cuss. I do all that just like her. I just choose not to do it here. It's times I have to catch myself because I have to really realize this is a young girl in need. Just like I have to do with them children in the streets. The only difference in the streets, I get along. I get right along with them children, man. Who you talking to? I listen. I bite. Hard. It ain't, don't let the light skin fool you. Do not let the light skin fool you. But see, I can't do that on here. And with her, I truly feel her situation is a little bit different. And that's right. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not ashamed. Hello from France. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to admit that I have a soft spot for her because of her situation. I'm a human. Listen, if my dad was here, he would have bought her a car already. I'm telling you, he would have made it so she could drive with one arm. He'd have paid rent for a whole year. He'd have been taking her groceries. So what I do compared to my dad, I can never live up to his shoes. That's why if you ever hear, they're so ignorant. Oh, she was gonna buy. How do they say it about the wheelchair? I know you guys heard them say it about the wheelchair. Oh, she was gonna buy Sonny a wheelchair, as if I wasn't gonna do it. And the reason Granny talks about the wheelchair because it actually bothered Granny. Because as a grown woman, see, I went to Sonny's live one time, a long time ago, in my very few beginnings, beginning videos. And I'm trying to hype her up on her live. And I was trying to get a little conversation out of her. And I was going to buy her a wheelchair. My heart told me to buy her a wheelchair. This wheelchair situation actually bothers me because it took away from my greatness. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Well, anyways, I went to the live. Things didn't work out right. And she cussed Granny out. And Granny could have went and bashed her or anything. Granny didn't do that. What Granny didn't buy the wheelchair. And Granny felt like a failure for not buying the wheelchair. And it was like my dad from here is talking to me, letting me know, like, you know, you failed. You failed yourself and you failed others. I let my pride stop me from doing something I was supposed to do. And I'm still not going to buy her one. And I'm glad she got one. See, once again, my pride, this is what I tell you guys, I'm a work in progress. I will never be as great as my father. I let my pride stop me from doing what was the appropriate thing in his eyes. I have a problem with pride, just like Sonny. I let my pride get besides myself, and it still does till this day. I will forever be a work in progress. So that's what if you hear the wheelchair getting, you'll hear them throw it around, and it offends me every time I hear it because it lets me know I failed as a mentor. I failed as a human. I failed as a person that was supposed to assist others. I was supposed to expect the ignorance. I was supposed to understand the ignorance. And I was supposed to do what I was supposed to do and carry out what I was meant to carry out, but I didn't do that. So yes, Granny does feel I'm disappointed at myself, and my pride is ridiculous. Just don't make that decision. It's many years of trauma that causes self-sabotage. Manifest reality, you did not fail. I did. I did fail. I'm telling you, my dad would have housed her by now. I'm telling you. I'm not saying I should go that far. His money is different. His money was way different. But no, I was supposed to do what I was supposed to do because that's something he taught me as being a mentor. You know, we even learned this with our own children. You're going to get that leashing, you know. You're going to get more bad talking to than you get good talking to because once again, we were those same young people that knew everything. So yes, I did fail because I didn't understand the assignment. I thought I knew the assignment, but I didn't follow through with the assignment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Was my tattoos on my legs sore? Was they? I have tattoos all over my behind. I have tattoos on my privacy. I have tattoos everywhere. And they all hurt very bad. I got them on the backs of my arms. They all hurt. That's why Granny only has what she has. They hurt very, very, very bad. Even if you failed, you're still standing strong. Today we live and we learn. Yes, that's why I say I'm a work in progress. I still let my pride and my ego, our pride and our ego, it could be our best friend or it could be our worst enemy. And a lot of people that have money or come from the streets or whatever it is, we have certain chips on our shoulder. Even if you're person that has a business or a good job, we have, or just a person that we all have different chips on our shoulders. And yes, our ego can be our best friends or our worst enemies. And Granny is her worst enemy. Survivor remorse is a real one. Yes, Jeff. We won't even go there on Granny's end. Actually make it to 50. Some of us have been doing this since the school gave us candy bars. No, you didn't fail. You adapted. Life continues. That's right. Thank you, James. I didn't fail. Listen, and I'm very proud to tell my story. I'm very proud. And that's one thing. My father never looked down on me. Him being a businessman, him being whatever. Oh, he hated those. That's why I got the gold teeth took out of my mouth. Because when he was sick, that's a project we were going to work on. And I wouldn't let him do it because I knew that I needed surgeries. I needed bone grafts. I had broken jaws. There was a lot of things that I didn't tell my father because I didn't want him to realize how real it was out here. So I didn't want him being sick. I didn't want him trying to donate any money to me getting my teeth fixed or anything like that, because that's what he would have done. I wanted his money to be for him, his wife, which is my mother. I knew my father was going to go eventually, and just like when my father did go, I didn't want anything. Whatever I had to sign it over, I signed it over. I didn't want that. If it's meant for me to have, I'll get it on my own. I wanted that to be for my mother. Since me and my mother have a distant relationship, my father loved her dearly. That's still my mother. Whatever possessions he had owned, whatever it was, she needs that to take care of her the rest of her life, because I'm not going to be around her to do it. So all that is for her to do whatever she needs to do. And that's it. Let me go ahead and erase this one person. Listen, please don't come on here talking ignorant. This is a grown woman's page. We don't do that. We don't have to live like savages. Respect me like the woman I am. Respect me. Listen, I'm not the average woman. Don't do that. Don't do that. Dental work is very expensive. And yes, no, I'm not going to take anything from my parents. I'm not going to do that. My dental bills, oh my gosh. My dentist was a blessing. I'm going to tell you that. She knocked a lot of money off. But I'm going to tell you this much. Regardless how much she knocked off, this is a house in my mouth. That's why the other teeth down at the dentist's office, they might get put in. Listen, so this is what Granny does. Most people, what they do, they go and when I had gold teeth all the way back. And what I did 6 at a time. Now, here's the thing about this. Granny's also getting surgeries, getting bone grafts put in, a lot of things because she had injuries. So where Granny would do these 6 teeth and they came and put them on, let's say one tooth wasn't right, we got to change it again. When you change one, you got to end up changing all 6. So throughout time, I'm telling you, on this top alone, as you see, my jaw was broke, so my jaw actually went like this. My teeth fell out and everything. My actual teeth, metal in your mouth, all your teeth are coming out. I'm just letting you know. They're coming out. But my jaw actually went like this, and as you see, it has a little, but my jaw is basically, it's straight now. I've had a lot of surgery, it's straight now. So now I have a whole nother set of teeth. Like I said, I have changed all of these teeth. I can't tell you how many times. They're permanents, but not my permanents. I don't get temporaries, I get other permanents. And I've changed probably these alone 13 times. And to file them down, that's why I don't think people understand. It is a process. It's a process. I've been going through this for years. And now my teeth are so sensitive. T. Sims, this is where I'm going to go ahead and block you. One thing, you're an adult. Never talk about my mother, my father. You're gone from this channel, baby. We don't do that. I don't do that. You don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Now imagine here I am, the savage from the streets, and you're over here talking about somebody's mother. That's ignorant. Listen, my mother was a beautiful woman, a great mother. Things happen, but you can never discredit the woman. I can guarantee your mother couldn't compete with her. I'm just letting you know. Just know, for many, many, many years until my father went to heaven, everything in that house was made from scratch. My mother didn't have to work. Her job was to tend to the children. No, I'm sorry, she did work. She ran a business from the house. My mother lived a very beautiful life because my father made that for her. But one thing we don't do, we don't talk about people's parents. Elderly parents. My father just passed. How dare you? My cousin sister-in-law is a dentist, and she told my cousin she will fix her teeth if she stops smoking. It's been 4 years. It's hard. Granny's a smoker. It's hard to stop smoking. Jeff, everybody has degrees. I got a degree, but I was also celebrated 13 years with no probation, no parole. I'm good. What's your story? Amen, Jeff. Amen, Jeff. They fail to realize, listen, some of us do make it out. Some of us do better. Yes, that's unbelievable. Talk about somebody's parents. That's unbelievable. Michael, I did. I blocked. That's too much. That's too much. Granny being listen, that's below my savage pay grade. I might take the road off, something like that. Certain things, listen, it's below my savage pay grade. So when they're below my savage pay grade, and especially if you're a man, you are. Granny's not going to talk like that. I'm not going to show you guys the real young lady I am. I'm a work in process. I am changing. 420. Yeah, I did. I had to block him. That was so ignorant. So ignorant. Jeff, me and you get along because we kind of took that same journey. James, I admire your ability to introspection. Oh, it's moving fast. It's self-analysis. All right, let me go and block that. James, yes. Actually, you know what? I think Granny was supposed to be more than just a mom. Granny was supposed to go to college. Granny was supposed to be in the books a whole lot more. Granny's calling was something different. But I still have that quest for knowledge. I understand a lot of things. Jeff, you know, and James, you know, I will, when everything's quiet, I will stay up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and learning about things. I know things that people don't even think I know. Listen, I know. I love to learn. You see, Granny, the individual would be a rat and a snake in the streets. What? Oh, you see, Granny, that individual would be that individual wouldn't even make it in the street side. We would, yeah. Granny don't even listen. When somebody's from the streets and something is below their savage pay grade, and I see someone else on that foolishness, I don't do that. I don't do that. That ain't real. That's fake to me. That's fake. That's fake. Granny, you should have been a lawyer or a doctor, in my opinion. Yes, I should have. Granny was meant to do something, but you know what? Granny had children with her children are well into their 30s, but Granny had children with autism. So actually, yes, that's what I was supposed to be, something great in the world. You gotta remember, but Granny's ran stores, so Granny actually had a very good career run as well. But Granny's job was actually meant to take care of those children with special needs. That's what my job was to do, and to sacrifice by whatever means necessary. That's what my job was to do. Most people that have children with like mine, their children end up in institutions. About 75% of them. So Granny was meant to take care of her children, because if not, them children were going to go to somebody. But you know who gave them to me, because I could handle it, and I was going to make the sacrifice, and I was going to. So that's what Granny's job was. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. And whatever sacrifice and whatever I did, that's what I was meant to do, and I'm very proud of it. Do I feel like I missed out on some things? I do. I missed out on a lot of things, but I missed out on things for purpose. And I'm not going to ever feel bad about that. Granny, how many children do you have? Tracy, don't think Granny's being funny, but Granny never tells exactly all her personal business. But Granny has quite a few. I don't have a whole lot. No, 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 no. But Granny has more than one. Granny has more than one. I just, Tracy, I tell my whole story about who I am, but my children and stuff like that. When I was in the streets, I always protected them a certain way. I never had company, not a girl, not a guy. Certain things I just didn't do. I protected them children to the utmost, and I'm still going to. Listen, Granny would get a big house, and the first thing she did was throw a whole big wooden fence. I don't even want you peeking at my children. My children didn't have to walk to the store. My children had driver. I no, no, I don't know, cause I'm like my dad. I protected my children. I'm just always going to call me. The children are grown, but I don't know. I don't know. You have nine kids. You're strong because people get burnt out and cry. Oh, I cry all the time about the thing with it. If we're talking about the children, I cry about that all the time. That's why I say people don't realize. Not only did I go through this, mental health is also a thing in my family. So I got more experience than most doctors, that. So when Granny deals with in-home therapists, whatever it is, it's kind of ironic and it's kind of funny because these people definitely don't know more than Granny. So I have to bring these newcomers into my home. Well, not, my children are grown now, but growing up, with the children and stuff, nobody had more experience than Granny. Granny had to actually be anybody that has mental health in your family, that those people have to come in and train you. So I've been trained several times over. So when the psychiatrist, a doctor, listen, I can kind of diagnose stuff and call it what it is, and it'll be what it is. Not saying I do, but I've just been around that field so much that really a lot of people just don't have more experience than me. I'm not saying I don't know every different mental health illness, but I've dealt with several, and yes, I know a lot. Exactly, Granny. It's ways you do and you don't. Ronald. OMFG. You look exactly like my aunt who just passed away. Well, I'm sorry, but this is insane. Well, listen. Let me say this. Granny has a sister somewhere out here. I'm just going to say this. I'm very sorry to hear that, Ronald. I don't know how your aunt is. Granny has a sister out here that she is trying to find. Wouldn't that be amazing if Granny found her sister on here? Wouldn't that be amazing somehow? That would be amazing. At the end of the day, what? At the end of the day, Granny don't have glasses. Granny can read, but she ain't got her glasses. At the end of the day, our own problems teach us. Yes, they do. Adam, where am I from? Granny just doesn't tell those things. Granny's just a really private woman. Nothing to do with you guys, anything like that. Like I said, I tell my whole life story. So certain things I'm just not going to tell. How do I say your name? Jeff, how do we say this right underneath Adam? Is it Chang or Lang? I don't want to say it wrong. I'm just going to call you Chang. Hello, Chang. I remember you yesterday. You are not a granny. I consider you an auntie. Well, that makes Granny feel good because Granny really don't like to be old. Thank you, Michael. Cold fact, it's really smart, and I like those boundaries. I just have boundaries. I've been out. It's a lot I've done. It's a lot I've done. Are you pulling up to Granny? Are you coming? Just wondering what country, if you don't want to say, that's fair. Yeah, Adam, I'm not being rude, hon. I'm not being rude at all. I'm from America, but if you're kind of like double questioning that, like maybe what race, nationality I am multi Asian, African, Caucasian, 20 other things. Belinda, yeah, you're beautiful woman to me. Oh, okay. You're a beautiful woman to me. Granny can't read. Now, Granny can't type, but I can read. Granny's a typo queen, you guys. You're actually was very close. I do go by Lang since it's easier. Okay, Lang. We will go by Lang. I feel kind of rude calling you Granny. Well, actually, that's what the children I mentor call me and my grandchildren. When I started my page, I wanted my page to be towards younger people, but I see younger people like, they like what they like, and I'm not mad at it. So I brought the name over here thinking I was going to get younger people, but Granny don't quite have younger people. Well, she does, but not as young as she wanted. So she can mentor. She has more of like the mid-age adults. What the heck is this? This is Granny's Live. Adam, Granny don't talk about that stuff neither. That's a lot going on. Rack, as long as you're human, you're cool with me. Amen to that. Amen to that. So listen, are we cooking today, guys? What questions can you ask me that I can answer? James, you'll never call me Granny. You guys can call me Goldie. You can definitely call me Goldie. Like I said, I brought Granny over here because I thought I was going to have the children on my page. Who is Mike Hawk, honey bun? And now I'm curious. I can't choose a theme, Jeff. I don't know what I want the YouTube room to look like. I don't know. Yes, it will pass, James. Do you know how to cook, Auntie? I can actually cook everything, but I eat extremely healthy. So I haven't cooked a whole meal in so long, but I guarantee I can get in there and do it. My mother, like I said, my mother made everything from scratch and from the islands. So yeah, I can do it. Do I want to do it? No, I get in there and whip you up a mean salad. You make the meat, I'll make the side dishes. How about that? But if I have to cook the meat, I can, but Granny really doesn't eat meat like that. Granny goes through about a watermelon, and I know I'm pushing it. My doctor told me the other day. She's like, no, ma'am. I will eat. Let me show you. I just bought a watermelon. Let me show you. Okay. Do you see how big this watermelon is? Bigger than Granny's head. I will eat this in 2 days, and I'm going to tell you why. I mostly live off of a fruit diet. If I eat any meat, it's going to be turkey or chicken. Fruit is mostly water. So I can use much watermelon as I want, and I can get food, but since it's water, it's going to break down and it's going to digest, and you're going to be hungry like all over again within an hour. So yes, it takes a lot of fruit. If you're going to eat mostly fruit, since it contains mostly water, you're going to go through a lot of fruit. Can I cook oxtail? Yes, I can, James. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can cook everything. Pies from scratch. Oh, Granny makes a mean homemade pizza. Listen, if you have my homemade pizza, you ain't going nowhere else to get pizza ever again. My pizza is everything. I guarantee that. Hey, Jose, I guarantee that. Watermelon roll-ups. That's so funny. Cold fact. Oh, then we definitely know you got some black in there too. Yes, Granny has African in her. One day, we got a DNA test somewhere. If I can't find it, I'm going to do another one. And when you guys see, you're going to be like, my sister looks like a whole Chinese person you should be buying Chinese food from. I'm just saying. She got the hair, she got the skin, she got the eyes. She's like the real deal. I look more like my dad. I have an Asian slant eye, but I have more of an American. My brother looks like an Arab. Mr. Bean, hi, Mr. Bean. How are you, honey bun? Oh, you're from the Bronx? Oh, cold fact. Listen, I'm shutting down the Bronx pizza. I'm shutting down everybody's pizza. Granny's pizza is everything. Belinda, those DNA tests over here in NZ, yes, that people would really be surprised. I even dare Caucasian people to go get a DNA test. I think some of them would be surprised when they find out that they have a percentage of African in them. I'm just saying. When they find out they have things, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want anybody to take it rudely, because once again, Granny's a Caucasian lady. But the true Caucasian is like somebody from Sweden or an Irish person. The blonde hair, red hair, blue eyes. That's what the true I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. But that's something you have to know, So yes, things were, I'm not saying every Caucasian person's mixed with African, but there's Indian, there's a lot of other things that could have been, yes. I feel that for me it depends on my hairstyle of choice. Yes, I agree. Enter Sandman. Hope you have a good day. Thank you, honey bun. How did your day go? I hope you had a good day. I thought I was the only. Oh, no, hun. No, hun. No, no, no. You are not the only. Irish Germans, more UK way. My father, yes. Irish German. He got a couple of those things in him as well. Imagine my father being German. That's ironic in its own way, right? That is very ironic in its own way. Listen, when I was growing up, I thought I was a whole Puerto Rican. And I went and got a Puerto Rican tattoo on me and everything. And when my mom seen that, she was like, what? Because, you didn't talk about race in your home. I got a whole Puerto Rican tattoo. I'm not saying I don't have a little in me, but obviously not enough, because my mom was like, what? At all the flags, that's what you get? Please tell me, what do you think of same-sex marriage is causing the destruction of humanity? I'm going to say this. I feel everybody has the right to be who they're going to be and do whatever they choose to do. And who are we to judge it? And to say that's causing the destruction of humanity, there's more things out there causing the destruction of humanity than same-sex marriage. Lang, she was lime. Where's the others? She was like, where's the others? You guys, if you get a chance, if you like, please like and subscribe to Granny's channel. I am in your attic right now. Child, you ain't in my attic right now. Because I got a whole nephew waiting on you. You ain't in that attic. Let me go on ahead and remove you from this page, because you ain't got the common sense. Listen, last thing I'm worried about is anybody coming to my house doing anything to me. I got everybody positioned. I live here for a reason, because I got everybody I need right around me. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. It's people that actually care about Granny. That ain't what you want. How was your day? My day was very, very, very good. I just had all these surgeries. Well, no, not all these surgeries. I had like 3 surgeries in one. So Granny is feeling like crapola. I was getting pains all day long. I've been getting pains ever since the surgery. They're getting a little bit worse. So that's kind of concerning to me. But I lost some of my colon, and I had to get things cut out of other parts of my body. So yeah, Granny wasn't ready. Looking good. Pains come with age. I don't know if you know this, but Granny does gymnastics. Granny can do backflips down the road if she has to. That chapstick is the worst. Listen, my mouth, I don't know if you've seen, I put this chapstick on about 20. Where's the Vaseline at? Let me find my Vaseline. It's just like get dry. Hold on. Yeah. That chapstick, listen, that stuff ain't right. I agree, Lang. I'm definitely not worried about anything like that. Hey, Houdini. How are you, Sunshine? How are you, my beautiful friend? I swear I had that one before, and it keeps. I can't. Oh, I know you talking about. Listen, that chapstick ain't nothing. Michael Lee, can I call you the cool auntie? You sure can, baby. You sure can. Somebody needed advice, and they never told me what it was, and now I'm like, cold fact. I knew my girlfriend was mixed with Italian. I thought Puerto Rican since from New York. Yes, you can call me the cool auntie. Just don't call me bad words. You can call me anything, but don't call me bad words. 'Cause I don't want to call you bad words. You might catch me on the right day. I might say bad words. I'm trying not to say bad words. Yes, call me the cool auntie. Yes, please. I really don't want to be old enough to be anybody's granny, but I kind of am. I'm Borriga, a little, but I'm way more than that. I'm like very little. I have more Spanish in me than Puerto Rican. Where's my man at? Them are nosy, nosy, nosy questions. We don't say them things. Wrong day, but right attitude. Amen to that. Who is cooking today? Listen, Granny is starving. I need to hear your guys' menu plans because mine is just watermelon. I'm sick of eating it. I love it, but I want to know what it's like to eat real food too. What are you guys eating? Where did you spend your childhood in New York? I have been there, but no, 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 no. I look like 75. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know why you'd say such rude things to Granny, because Granny's really like a good woman. So I don't know why you would say those bad things to Granny. Is it a your? Hello? Cicely needs to change her glasses. Listen, Granny's getting old, but Granny's a beautiful woman. That's one thing. I'm still a beautiful woman. Fish with scalloped potatoes and some type of veg. I'm coming over. Send the jet. Lang Lang, send the jet. I'm coming. Lang Lang, are you the one that has the oyster sauce like Granny? Thank you. Thank you. Granny's beautiful. Thank you, hon. How old am I? I am old. Granny's old. She has the turkey neck. I am old, guys. Just listen. One day Granny might do something to her face. Look, let me just show you. Let me show you. If you wondered what I looked like when I was young, let me show you. Ha! And when I do something to my face, who are you women going to be able to compete with? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because my beauty's a little different. Yes, of course, I'm getting old. What? But just know if Granny goes and touches it up, you can't sit next to her, baby. Her beauty is different. No, listen, I'm not doing nothing to my face. I might not never do nothing to it. I've have opportunities to do it whenever. But if I am gonna do it, I gotta wait till it's like bad. Like this is not great, but it ain't bad. But I wouldn't be no, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at it. Jeff, what are you making? I'm making Pacific perch with salad. The dogs are eating chicken. Jeff, I don't know why you always tease me. You know I'm barely over here eating all this gosh darn fruit. Oh my gosh. God of cheese, blessings to you, ma'am. Thank you, honey bun. James, you're ordering Chick-fil-A? Send it over here. Send me some. You know, I actually ate Chick-fil-A for the first time in like 10 years. And I was like, I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad. I had to do a lot of lettuce, had to come home and put some onions on it. Oyster oil. Yes, that's you that had it, Lang. Does anybody know what oyster sauce? I call it oyster sauce. All Asians have oyster oil. Who knows what that is? You're not Asian if you don't have oyster oil. We drink it like water. Not really, but it's not something. If you're not accustomed to it, it's not. It ain't for everyone. For us, it's normal. Oh, you still haven't heard of Chick-fil-A? Houdini says you're fine the way you are, Granny. Thank you, honey bun. NFH says all the woman I need. James and Jeff. We're all going to get together and we're going to do a dinner thing. I haven't figured it out, but we're going to do a something. We're going to do a something. Chick-fil-A is good, just needs a bigger menu. I was kind of surprised when I went back the other day. I'm like, okay, I know it's, Chick-fil-A, but can we do something else with the chicken? It's an every dish type of thing, yes. Cold fact, I haven't eaten either. Well, no, I'm not gonna lie, I ate some corn. How do you say your name? Buana? You cool breeze granny. What I really want, I want some pizza with some meat on it. No, I want tacos. I'll be content with tacos. Give me tacos. Granny will take tacos. I want tacos. I think tacos could be for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't care what nobody says. I can eat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I like basic menus. Too many times they confuse me. Adam, am I single? Do you guys think Granny's single? That's a good question. Let's ask that question. Do you got cold fact? I'm coming over. I'm pulling up. Jeff, come get me. Go get James. We're going to Cold Fact's house. We're getting tacos. We are going to get tacos. Pizza with fried corn kernels. Yes, Lang. Yes, shrimp. Yes, Lang. You know what I like? Believe it or not, I'm just sick of eating it. I like, oh my God, I can't think what it's called. Octopus. But Granny kind of gets sick of eating that. Granny got a man, Pop's still at work. That's what you think, Granny got a man and he's at work? Hello, what are your pronouns? What do you think my pronouns are? Desert pie. How do you say that? Calamari? Is that what you guys call it? We call it octopus and squid and stuff like that. Is that what they call it? We never called it that. That's what. Is that like an Italian word or is that? My mom is Asian and she never called it. How do you say it? Calamari? Calamari? That ain't what they call it. You think Granny is free-minded? Jeff, you know some things about Granny. You know me. Me and you are on the same wavelength. That's the word for squid. Squid octopus. Granny got a man that smokes menthols. That's so funny. No, I don't know. My mom, by the time my mom was, and what do you have, Jeff? What do you mean by free-minded? Do you mean bi? Yeah, cold fact. I have questions now. What do you mean by that? Did that go over Granny's head? Is that what you mean, Jeff? Because Granny ain't doing that. Oh, no. Granny definitely ain't doing that. You're not single. If you were single, what's wrong with the men there? Okay, listen. Let me tell you guys the truth. Granny is a single woman, okay? Granny is a single woman. I'm not saying Granny is the top of the line, top shelf, or whatever, but Granny knows her worth as a woman. Granny is, how can I say this without sounding bad? Granny has enjoyed her life. Granny has always dated the men that she wanted. I've never just had to accept or anything like that. So Granny has had fun in her life. So if Granny's going to date a man at this age, I'm looking for something different. Just like I was looking for something different 5 years ago, per se 10 years ago. At this age, I'm looking for somebody, boy, we got to be able to ride out and go up there together. That's what we're doing. At this age, all that other, I ain't doing that. We better be riding out and we're going up there. Granny, why you single? You had to kick Pops out the house for drinking too much. Granny don't even like old drunken men. Granny don't. I don't do that, hon. I don't do that. Jeff, what I mean, a conversation is the tone of friendship. Yes, because Jeff, Granny don't do that girl thing. I think you are in your independent. It's not about being in my independent. I was in my independent in my younger age, and that's why I laid up with who I wanted to. Laying up with me was just for fun. I never loved them men, not even the men I had children by. I ain't gonna lie. I loved them all the same. Listen, Granny hung around with men her whole life. So yes, I have that same mentality. But I always felt like, Granny just was swapping spit. If we're gonna actually do the thing, you better be, and it's not about finances, anything like that. We better be, Granny needs somebody that can challenge her mind. It's a lot of things. If I can come correct to you and I am willing to get in there, I don't cook meat, but I'm putting whole meals on the table, and I know how to make you feel as a man, like a man, as a man. I know how to make you feel as a man, and I'm doing all my woman stuff. Yeah, you have to be up to par. And my biggest thing is you have to be able to challenge my mind. I like fitness. You have to be able to, choose me to be, help me to be great. I'm already great. Help me to be great. Let me encourage you to be great. I want somebody to say, hey, did you go to the gym today? You haven't been there for a week. What's going on? Encourage my greatness in that. Just, be there if I have a good day, bad day, When you're grown, what it is, dating in 2024, I'm trying to live happy and peacefully. Amen, Jeff. Granny sounds like a bit of a scoundrel. My granny used to say that word, my white grandma. Granny wasn't a scoundrel. Granny was a boss that just did what she wanted to do. Do you go to the gym often? Well, actually, I have been in the gym all my life. I've been in the gym all my life. Granny just takes downtimes. At first, I was trying to gain weight, and then I started, because Granny bulks up real fast. And I was trying to show YouTube, I was trying to turn my page into an exercising page, but I see nobody was down with that. Because they're like, how can you train anybody when you're already skinny? So I'm like, let me gain some weight so I can show you guys how easy you can bring this back, even though I'm never going to totally lose my muscle mass and I can't really gain much weight. I'm like 166 now. I think I put on 6 pounds and I swear I did something. But no, Granny is very avid in the gym. Not only in the gym, I do gymnastics, backflips, standard splits, all that ballet. I do all that stuff. But when I do go to the gym, I go 2 days on, 1 day off. Being single is being at peace. Amen. Listen, yes, Jeff, my rib was, you remember, Jess? Yes, I broke my ribs twice, back to back. The first time was on my fitness pole. People don't know it, but Granny can get on a fitness pole and I can do like a gymnastic. I fly on the pole. Granny ain't never been no stripper, no nothing like that, but it's an actual sport in foreign countries, and I fly on the pole. You think Sonny's a baddie on the pole? You think I've had all these years, I can do things on the pole people won't even think. But yes, Granny injured her rib on that, then I turned around and injured my rib on another, broke my ribs twice the same size. Fitness pole, yes. That's actually a sport in foreign countries. Let me tell you something. Stripping wasn't let me educate you guys on something because a lot of us haven't been to foreign countries. Stripping is something a broke woman thought of. This is actually a sport in other countries and has been for many years. And we wore clothes doing it. It was a broke bit that made it a naked sport. I just I don't want to be the one to educate the world, but those uneven poles, oh, I can do those too, but no. I'm talking about an actual stripper pole. It's called a fitness pole, but they call it stripper poles. No, I don't have none of those accounts. Lang Lang. Honestly, as a young adult myself, the options that are there need to be a bit more emotional, mature. I agree. I agree. Listen, when you're young, you knock them down and go back home. Don't love them. Don't love them because just like they're telling you, they love other ones too. That's what it is. Clotilda, you can go ahead and get off the page, honey bun. Yes, Jeff, you know what? My heel. My rib is still sensitive. It's still very, very sensitive. Jeff, listen, I hate when people say stuff about them poles. I'm like, listen, that's a broke bitch sport in real life. Because in foreign countries, that's an actual sport. And they wear clothes. A broke bitch turned it into a sport in America. What type of foods do I usually eat? Fruits and vegetables. That's what I eat. Kyla. Hello, Kyla. Marcus, how are you? I'm fine. And not the Marcus we think it is, guys. Lang Lang, they pour in here in three other places. Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree. What foods do I eat? Fruits and vegetables day after day after day. Granny is so starving right now. I want real food. But Jeff say, you're right. Social media made it raggedy. Yes. It's actually, if people go look, it's actually there's a whole nother side to it. And there's an actual gymnastic aspect of it. It's so crazy because these strippers act like they started, oh, look what I can do, flip upside down. Well, people have been doing that for millions of years. I'm just saying. It's just new to you guys. Phoenix Smith, speak hi. That's don't you shouldn't talk to Granny like that. Say hello. Don't tell me to speak to you. Don't do that. Caesar chicken salad and mixed fruit is delicious. I know, but that's kind of the stuff I eat all the time. I want real food. I want steak. I want ribs. I want pork chops. I've never ate pork. You get worms. No. But no, I'm not going to lie. I snuck and ate a fried pork chop 2 months ago. And man, I wasn't mad at it. I put it on bread to even make it last longer. I made a sandwich out of it. I want a big steak. I haven't had ribs in probably 30 years. And also a lot of things I couldn't eat because I have gold. Well, I don't have gold teeth no more, but when I did have gold teeth, your gold teeth, I don't eat meat, so I'm not going to order the steak, huh? Chicken is here. Like how Granny just had that surgery. Go order Popeyes. I am sick of chicken. Mason, hey. No, listen, the pole thing, it actually is. It was a sport in foreign countries before it was a stripper sport. It was a broke woman that turned it into a stripper sport. Or a man that, wanted to see something. No, I don't want to go get no Popeyes. I'm so sick of chicken. I want Subway. That sounds good. Talk that ish, mama. Hello, Mark. What is my favorite TV show? I've been watching something on Netflix. It's old, but I've been watching it. What is that called? Family Business? Am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? I don't really get to watch too much TV. Family Business is like a black show. Houdini, Granny will not tell where she's from. No, no disjustice to anybody. Eat some pig feet. I don't do pork. I don't do pork. I don't do that. I can't eat popcorn shrimp. You know what? I have to stay away from the seafood. I have high cholesterol. And as much as I eat healthy, I shouldn't have anything wrong with me. But that's also another genetic thing. Am I retired? No, I work part time. Who granny is this? Oh, anyways, but what I was saying about the gold teeth. So with gold teeth, they dent. So even if you hit it with a toothbrush, it's going to turn into a dent. And after a while, it'll turn into a hole and you have to keep getting your gold teeth replaced. So Granny didn't bite into a lot of things. Granny always had to use her back teeth. So ribs and anything that you have to bite into, Granny wasn't, no. I know you guys seen men running around with holes in their golds. I ended up with holes in my gold teeth too. But it was from when my jaw was broken, my teeth got braced. Why do I have beef with Game Abroad? No. I don't have beef with Game Abroad. That is such an untrue statement. I do not have beef with Game Abroad. But you have to remember, I've been around men my whole life. I have lived my life, even though I'm a woman, I have followed men's rules. I know that basically he went over there. Okay, let me say this to you, Jay. Imagine 10 men being in America, and with all these different states, it's women just like Nan spread out throughout all these states. There's 10 men. It's people of different nationality in a lot of different states. So you mean to tell me in all these different states, you couldn't find nobody, but you go to a foreign country and all 10 of you men find love? Let's just fathom that thought. Do you know why all 10 of those men found love? Because you know why they didn't find love? They're like, oh, these women here, they want this, they want that. You go to them third world countries, just like women do here, they're doing the same thing there. You guys are opportunities. That's what a man, listen, even women, there's men that do to women. We are nothing but opportunities to them. And once again, me being one of those foreign women, this thing happens down here in America. So these are like things I shouldn't even have to explain at this point. Tastes just like real pig feet. Granny ain't doing that. What are men's rules, Granny? You're a man. You don't know what men do, how men feel, how men think? Yes, ma'am. Hitting a lick. That sounds interesting. I don't eat pork. Cauliflower. I'm down with that. Is this the new age of mail order brides? Are you referring to Granny being a mail order bride? I'm going to ignore that. James, I do follow politics. But you know what, James, I'm really into? Conspiracy theories. Lord, I got too many brothers that know what you're talking about, Granny. I'm just saying, if you know, you know. It used to be crazy because I still hang around with men and men only. I don't even know what I would talk about with a woman. I don't even think we would have like comment. What would we talk about? What other than kids? That's about it. But imagine, them being me hanging around with men my whole life, and it's no different. I'm a tomboy. I just, they used to tell me all the time, "You're like a homeboy with a thong." I'm not ladylike. That's why it's so funny. I have all these perfumes and all this girly stuff because I am not ladylike. Like, girls are all, I don't even know how to do that stuff. I'm not that type of, like, I can't even switch. I don't even know how to switch. I don't know how to dance, exy. I don't know how to do none of that. Why don't you try to go abroad and see? I'm foreign, hun. What do you mean? What do you mean? Listen, if you want to convince yourself that all these men are going to foreign countries and finding their true love and all these women's, You can sit there and play that game with yourself. What do you mean go abroad? I'm foreign. You think I've never been abroad? Does that even make logical sense? Okay, I get it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to game. Okay. What are your thoughts about aliens, ghosts, if you don't mind me asking, Lang Lang? I think there's some stuff going on out there. I mean, yeah, it's out there. I mean, you sure there are? You sure there are some other tomboys like your granny? You don't have a lot in common for sure. Yes, there are other tomboys out there, but Granny just ain't met them. And if they are tomboys, they still didn't live the life that Granny lived. So we're kind of not going to have stuff to talk about, you know? I mean, I can conversate about anybody, but I still, I like to talk about is yeah, people that's been through what I've been through or been around what I've been through. I can talk about anything, but people that's been into what I've been into in my younger days, that's a comfort zone for me because I spent so much of my time in it. And yes, we can relate. Are you married, Granny? No, I'm not. Granny is single. She has let the secret out. Granny is single. Granny is looking for love. That's what we're gonna do. That's what Granny's gonna do. She's gonna do an online dating. Granny's a ding ding ding. Jeff, James, we might get the bed. Jay, if you think I'm a low key hater, listen. Okay, okay, James. You just hate the fact that Granny knows that a lot of you men are paymasters, just like a lot of women are paymasters. Listen, simps. Yes, Granny was a gangster. I'm not ashamed of it. I was. I was. Don't do it. Who thinks Granny should do a date with Granny online thing? Who thinks? Who thinks? James, I know you're gonna be totally against it. Not, I'm not gonna actually date any of these men in real life, but just like a online dating thing. Manifest, that would be a cool thing. Certified Blade Runner, say it again. Hey Terry. Yes, let's do For the Love of Granny. Jesse, I love that. I love that. I love that. I was scrolling on my shorts and I saw this at the right time. I stopped my scroll and everything. Hello, Dingo. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. Manifest says, yes, do it, Granny. Jose says, hi, Granny. Marry you much. What? Marry you much love from me to live. I marry you? Oh, you'll marry me? Much love from me to you. Jeff, that would be interesting. Who could date the ex-thug Granny? That would be interesting. Manifest, you want to be on the panel? Listen, James, think about it. Now, this is why. Or no, do I need the bed? I don't know. I want to get a bed. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Be careful. You look just like Serena Williams. I wish. Serena is so beautiful. I wish I had that beautiful dark skin. Too many weirdos. That wouldn't be like an actual, like we're going to meet up and all that. Just like something like fun online. I'm just trying to throw something out there that would be fun, that we could all get a good laugh out of. It's not like I'm passing out numbers like, yeah, call me after the show. We're going to meet up. No, we're not doing that. What was your business in crime, Granny? Granny was in the streets with the boys. But well, is that not self-explanatory? Granny has been out of that lifestyle a long time. Granny has also managed stores. So you're hanging on to the street thing. Let that go. Lang Lang. It'll be who would be Granny's man. I do support Lang. That would be fun. I think that would be fun. Child of God, you are gorgeous. Granny is not that gorgeous. Granny's an old lady now. Major cutie without the ponytails. I know I had to put my hair up because it's so hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. It's like wrapping around me. It's touching me. I don't want it to touch me. Lovely girl, hello. Bring them up on a panel and do that. You never know what may come out of it. That's true. My future husband might be on here right now. You never know. Or shall I say my future, what would it be? Boo thing? I'll join the panel and make sure he's good enough for you, Granny. Yes, that's why I say we need Jeffrey. Look, James says no. James does not want Granny tarnishing herself. He don't want men talking bad to Granny. James, I respect you. But James, think about it, just as in a comical way, perhaps. Not like a serious way, like a comical way. Like a speed date or something. I had a good idea for my channel, but I'll definitely share the thought, maybe poker with Granny. You know what? Granny don't even know how to do that stuff. That is a good lang, that is a good thing, but Granny don't even know how to do poker type stuff. No, like fine wine, women get better with age. Oh, Granny ain't getting better with age. I'm getting old with age. Andrew says, other YouTubers do all types of online dating shows for comedy. I like the idea. By the way, new here, you have a great personality. Thank you, Andrew. Granny is I'm a people person. I like people. I like any people. Child of God, boo-boo. I would help. I'm for it. Sounds fun. Terry, listen, you guys give me, what do you think Granny could do online? Not only do I want to do manifest, be nice to James. James is really good to Granny. He treats Granny very nice. And I know you're saying it in a funny way, but he's very good to Granny. AD, and that's what up. So listen, so we still haven't decided how should Granny design the YouTube room, and what can Granny do on here that will be fun and exciting for all of us? Something that we can actually get in here on and laugh and have a good time. You know, I don't want it to be like Sunny's Live. We're not doing that. Everything over here is a good time. Tomato, bagel, we don't even say things like that. This is a grown woman's page. If you want to have that ignorance, go on a young person's page. You trying to get Granny to do a 20v1? That's funny. That's so funny. Dano says, no, you getting better and beautiful with age. Let's chat. Stay blessed. I wish I wasn't. Granny's getting wrinkled with age. No, Manifest, I know you're not being mean, but when I first caught it, I'm like, oh my God. But then when I was reading it, I realized that you weren't being mean. That's why I addressed it differently. And I would never, Granny's not a vicious person anyways. Invite someone on that's very famous. Beach scene nature, Jeffrey. James. No, listen, it's not about me being classy, honey bun. Because I'm actually kind of not classy. I'm trying to be classy. I'm not saying I'm like a monster rat or nothing. I have elevated, but I'm not that person. AD, no, you're not. You still look beautiful. Thank you. Oh, look at my big grown sons. Listen, my children are like, oh, leave that open. Leave it open. My children are over 30 and they come and check on me. They're harassing me. What are you doing? Going to play the game in the game room? Call before you come. What happened? Huh?
I was going to go check my pants.
Do you even have pants here? You don't even live here. Why do you have pants here?
That's fair.
Well, make sure you take all that stuff with you, so that way you ain't got to come over here and change no more. It's a fun feeling of winning imaginary money or game money. Yes, I agree. James might want me for himself. Granny's a cutie. I can see why an older woman, James, I'm kind of feisty. You better think about it. I'm kind of feisty, James. Is this what you want? The Bluegrass Ballers podcast. Granny is fine as heck. Granny's getting old. She's not that fine. Have I ever seen certain words I don't say on here, Steve. I've never seen that type of stuff, but I have seen biblical experience. I have biblical experience. No, I don't want to say biblical. That's the wrong word. Religious moments. But I don't go to church. But I do believe there's just fix yourself up a little bit more. Jeffrey, what are we giving the eyes about? What's Granny missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I see that's part of the problem. You need your own space and privacy. What? What are you talking about, AD? Oh, you heard me talking to the children. No, I do. They have their own house. My children have their own house. That's why I'm like, why do you have clothes here? Why are you here? You just walked in. What are you doing? Lang, leave James alone. James might like Granny. No, it ain't like Granny's that. Granny's kind of easy on the, I don't want to say I'm easy on the eyes. I can see why a man would be interested. Say hi to Paige. Hi, Paige. But next time, don't address me like that. I will say hi, but don't address me like that. And how are you, Joycelyn? Say hello. Could you say hey to Paige? Hi, how are you? Speak to me as if you want me to speak to you, and we'll have the same. Once again, I'm a nice woman, guys. Be nice to Granny. They want to make sure they have a spot at home. Listen, Lang Lang, every time I turn around, they have, like, they're sneaking stuff in. You are fine. I'm 26 and your personality shines. I miss that, wrinkles or not. Thank you, sweetie pie. Well, please like and subscribe so you can see more of Granny's videos. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You know we need to excuse to raid mom's fridge. Oh, they ain't raiding. Oh, yeah. Can't even. Where are you going? Don't say it all. Say it with your mouth. Okay, well, you go to your homeboy house. Ain't no reason to come back. I love you. Make sure you have all your stuff. What homeboy? Say the first letter. Say the first letter of the homeboy. All right. Love you. See, anybody never gets to hear Granny's children. I don't know if you guys heard it, but Granny got a whole, yes, Granny's children are on her. They know I just had that surgery, you guys. So they're coming, they're popping up. My brothers did that too to my mom all the time. And raid my snack stash. Well, I eat healthy, so they ain't raiding nothing from over here. Blessings. Jeffrey, Brandon, I love all of you and praying only the best for you. Thank you, Brandon. How are you today, young man? I'm Asian, and can I say the N-word? I'm Asian, but we don't say them words, and African, but we don't say them words on here. So let me go ahead and I'm just going to take you all the way off the page. If I treat you guys with respect, treat me with respect. This ain't the streets. We ain't in the hood. We ain't in the trap houses. Talk to me like we're all human beings. We're adults. We're grown-ups. Yeah, they learned to stop doing that when I started just buying Oriental snacks. Well, you know what? They like, no. If I buy the Oriental snacks, they're going to eat them all because, we like the Oriental snacks. But I just know certain things they're not going to eat, like spinach. I really, really, really eat healthy. So right now, if you want anything, you're going to go in there and have a spinach salad. They don't want a spinach salad. But if I have the Oriental snacks, man, they're taking the whole box. The dragon fruit, anything Asian, that's gone. They were raised up on that. But no, you're not coming over here. You can't make no Kool-Aid. I don't buy sugar. We don't really have lots of seasonings. I use lemon pepper. That's it. I use lemon pepper for everything. I might pull out one or two other seasonings every now and then. I don't buy salt. Are you healing well from the surgery? By the way, who's snacking on spinach? Andrew, great. I eat spinach. I eat healthy. Don't tease me. Haka, what am I having for dinner? I'm having watermelon. You like dragon fruit? I love dragon fruit. No, Granny does. That's why I tell you guys I'm starving. I'm so sick of this healthy food. I can't take it anymore. Save me, save me, save me. I can't take it anymore. I want some real home cooked. I want macaroni cheese burnt on top. I want pizza. I want, what else do I want? I want steak. I want lots of steak. I want barbecue ribs. I want everything that's not good for you. I want that. Explains why you still look great. You have such pretty teeth. Are they natural? Ronnie, no, they're not my teeth and they're not my finished set, as you see. They're not all the way even. I've had my teeth redone so many times, it's ridiculous. I still have another set at the dentist that makes everything even, but thank you, thank you. And they're actually, and that's another reason why I don't want to get those teeth. I kind of like these teeth with a little yellow in them. That white teeth, it don't really look good on me. My skin is so light. Them all the way white teeth that you see everybody with, I tried them on one day. They didn't look good on Granny. They weren't pretty on me. Can you spit a sick freestyle for us? Granny can't rap, even though she's like an ex-thug. She's not a good rapper. But boy, our music comes on. I got the bop though. Don't get that. Ice water is amazing. That's all I drink is water. Do you think my diet is good? I eat about 2 salads a day. Only thing I can say when it comes to diet, you don't want anything processed, anything in a box. Meat ain't good. No sugar, no salt. You really just want to eat fruit and veggies. And if you do want to eat meat, you kind of only want to eat certain meats. Nothing red. Definitely nothing red. Granny hasn't had a real hamburger in I don't know how long. I really don't think the all white teeth don't look too good. I feel like you can tell they're unnatural. Well, you know what? You can tell they're unnatural. I like the white teeth on somebody with brown skin. To me, then those white teeth look beautiful. Or somebody with skin a little bit darker than me. But on my skin, I don't know. It didn't look right. It didn't look right. I actually tried on white teeth several times, and it don't look right on me. I don't like it. If you prepare filet mignon, how would it be cooked? What is that, James? Tell me. Is that a ham? Is that a steak? I don't know a lot about meat, and especially like American words for meat. I know that probably sounds funny. You gotta remember, my mama's from the islands, so what's filet mignon? Oh, a steak? How would I make it? I would want it to be all the way done. I don't like that blood inside. No. But not like burnt to the crisp or anything. Rare for filet mignon, Terry? I don't know about all that red stuff. I don't know. You guys have to remember, I grew up on fish and rice and island food. Lang lang, right? If it's like that, I don't want it neither. I don't want to be disrespectful, but how old are you? How old do you think I am? Just know I am somebody's grandma. It was good, just have to do a lot to prepare. Steak wrapped in bacon, filet mignon. I haven't had bacon in so long. Oh my gosh. I'm like cheating myself. How dare I have this horrible high cholesterol? I don't even eat meat. I want a BLT. That's what I want. You know, the worst thing I do to my body, and yes, it's bad, Granny smokes cigarettes. And in case you wonder, is that why your voice is deep? No, my voice has always been deep. My mother's voice is actually deep. We only eat fish, chicken. My son prefers fish. I know, I'm even sick of the fish at this point. Oh my gosh, I'm sick of the fish. I'm sick of the fish. I want the bad stuff. I want the steak. You know, my favorite restaurant used to be, believe it or not, and I don't even know why, Red Lobster. I don't know why. There's big, not no big hoorah about it, but I love me some shrimp. I don't want to lie to anybody. I love me some shrimp. Hold on, I gotta put the little charger in, guys. Lobster. I love all that, but once again, my cholesterol. Trying to quit smoking cigs myself. Me too. Do I sing a little? One day I'm going to do, what's that one song I want to sing? Tennessee Whiskey. I want to sing that for you guys one time. I think, what would my voice be? Alto? Am I saying that right? Alto? Oh, Granny also plays the saxophone. I'm very good at that. I'm going to do that for you guys one day. Listen, Granny needs one too right now. I'm trying not to do it online. I'm like, should I sneak to the side? James, Granny smokes cigarettes. Don't be repulsed. Peppercorn, oh yeah. Catfish, bass, yes. I love fish, but I'm so sick of the gosh darn fish. Granny is sick of the fish. Back there, in case you're wondering, that's my massage room, guys. Yeah, I don't eat pork neither, Jeff. No. Jeff, I ate a pork chop about 2 months ago. I don't want to lie. Month and a half ago, best thing I ever ate. But no, I don't eat pork. I violated and I felt very bad afterwards. But it had crispy stuff on it, Jeff. Jeff, I haven't had fried food in like 20 years. I had to do it. It was just kind of looking at me in the pan. And I was looking at it. And then the girl said, my only friend girl that I ever had, she was like, you can have one. I said, before I knew it was crumbs flying all out of my mouth, I ate it like a little savage. I ain't gonna lie. Steak and meat isn't bad for you. It's the more so the... No, red meat, Andrew. Red meat is bad for you. If you know anything about the C word, yeah, red meat is bad for you. Oh, here's something I want to tell you guys too that you'll know, you probably don't know. My father had, well, some of you guys know, my father had a C word. And some of the things that my father shouldn't have even survived the C word the first time, but because of some of the things my mother prepared for him, he was able to survive something he shouldn't have survived. So, with that being said, some of her things that she cooked or prepared for him is now instituted. I don't know if other states have done it, but in that actual doctor's office in that state, they instituted it as in meal options that people could have. So red meat is very bad. She eats barnacles. In some religions, eating pork is against the religion, but it does not say eating pork. Says eating any split-hoofed animal, yes. It even goes biblical. You're right on that. Not too, Dingo says, nah, too salady, not a fan of the citrus seafood salad. Oh, I love that. I love that, Dingo. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's my type of thing. I had a salad with French fries on it one time I was young, and it was really, really, really good. All right, socks and hat. Let me go ahead and take you off here because I feel like you're being disrespectful and just ignorant. I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. Find you guys someone else to play with. Take that to those children's channel. You did all that for nothing. You just could have. It's sad because you could have just sat here and been a human being and enjoyed the conversation. My son is always like, this generation sucks. It does. Anything under my parents' age, we're all real. Even I'm a little tainted. We're just like we're not gonna be the people our grandparents was. What was important to people it changes every generation. It just makes me wonder sometimes how grown-ups have time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yes, yes, Lang Lang. This generation has lost all the important skills of the older generation. I agree totally. While the religion says you're not supposed to eat split up animals, allowed to eat horses, edibles, to each its own, can't knock it until you try it. I tell you what, some of the things people say, I'm just like, would you say that in real life? My conversation with you, I think, will be weird. And you say some of the things you say. That goes to show me you can't even elevate your mind to a adult placing. It's nice. What do you prefer? Are you talking to me, Manifest? Anyone can eat what they want, their body, not mine. I agree. I agree. Listen, Granny's gonna end up at somebody's restaurant today eating some food she ain't supposed to be eating. I'm just letting you know. How old do you think my son is? Jeffrey Foster. Weird, right? Weird. Like, Jeff, they can't hang with you, and James and Nene. These people that are on here talking goofy, they can't hang out with me, you, James, and Nene. Where did this troll stuff come from? That's what you know what? Believe it or not, Granny don't really. Steven, am I mixed? Anybody tell Steven, what color I am? Steven, what do you think I am? I don't know who has time to do that. I really don't. That's ridiculous. That goes to show that you have nothing going on in your life. Hi, you're from Ireland, Granny. You are fine as a bee's wing. Thank you, Austin. No, Austin? My daddy was, rest in heaven, he had German Irish in him. So you are, what are you actually Irish or just living there? We're the same, but we're not all the way same. But we're a little black and white. What's my religion? Christian. He's in the 4th grade. How old are children in the 4th grade? They're 5. Granny's children are old. They're 5 in kindergarten, 6 in 1st grade, 7 in 2nd. No, wait a minute. Kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5, 6, 7, 9. 9. Am I right? 9. Please give me life advice. Please, ABHI, tell me what's wrong. You're Muslim? I want a piece of. Why would you even say them? Listen, you could want a piece of Granny all day long, but why you just couldn't keep it to yourself and be a human being and say hello? Hey, Granny. Hey, it's just too much like, right? I can see you being attracted to Granny or being attracted. Do I have to educate you men on how to act? I have to give you man game on what the ladies like, because what you're doing, ladies don't like it. That's like kindergarten stuff. Ain't nothing wrong just giving me advice. Well, I need to know. I can talk about anything, so you have to give me something. You have to give me something, and I can run with it, because Granny has advice for 10,000 things. So you have to give me something that's like, yeah, I can, give me an idea. I'm here, stay there. It's much drier. I lived in Florida for 5 years. I still miss the warm weather. May, good evening. Lindsay, hi. Okay, let me go ahead and take you off the channel. Mad, you just couldn't come on here and act like a adult, could you? That was too much like right. Why enjoy the conversation when you can ruin it? What? Getting messages. There's a lot going on here. Did you switch from? All right, I homeschool children, so they're reaching out to me with their teachers. I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about. I know you think mad. You know what? I don't even know what he's saying because his messages get automatically deleted. I have a on my thing. So yeah, his ignorance isn't even making it. I can only imagine what he's saying, but grow up, really. If you think people try to unalive me too many times in my life to worry about somebody on here saying stupidity. That don't even move me like that. Are you serious? I'm a whole adult that's been through some things. People are very mad and annoyed, very much so. Are you Catholic or? Well, we try not to say certain words on here, but Granny is Christian. But we just see if we can use other wording for certain words. Yeah, that is Caden, I believe. Guys, hating on someone is okay, but what she is so kind. Don't hate. Yes, Granny is a really nice person, so don't be mean to Granny. I'm a nice person. Bro, tell my son to asking for Robux. Caden, I don't know if you're saying good things or bad things, but we're going to have to. Also, another thing is this generation. Hold on. Do you go on trips? I do. I've been well traveled. This generation doesn't realize is that just because you can do something doesn't mean it's right for them to do it. Yes, Lang Lang, I agree. I agree totally. Where did my words go? This is crazy. Hold on, guys. Granny's having technical difficulties. Stop asking for them, my bad. Oh, I see what he said. Okay, let me go ahead and get him out of here too. Now I see. Now I see what he's asking for. God forbid they come over here like adults and act like adults. For instance, our keyboard warriors, they better stay off the internet. I agree, Lang Lang. So, not everybody has that good heart like Granny. People just think it's okay to act ignorant and treat people however and just be rude. And I don't live like that, guys. I'm a new person and I'm working to be greater every day. Guys, donate. Listen, Granny don't ask for donations ever. If anything, like my videos, follow, subscribe, comment. Granny prefers that more so than anything. I appreciate anybody who has ever donated to Granny or any form or fashion, but I just prefer the simple things. Subscribe, like, share, comment, good conversation. I'm a simple woman, guys. You have anger issues. What can you do? Well, they have a lot of different methods. I wouldn't be afraid to put things in your hand. Like, they have actual fidgets and things in your hand. You get a little mad, you can squeeze it, things like that. Start simple. Start simple. I have anger issues too. That's why Granny smokes some cigarettes. I gotta leave them cigarettes alone, I promise. I'm gonna leave them cigarettes alone. Now, I don't really have anger issues. I have more of the bad attitude from the streets. Granny never used your body. Can't say that enough. What does granny mean? Granny means I'm a granny. I'm a granny. Let me go ahead and take you off the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Evenings with Granny. Yes, Jeff, Evenings with Granny. Where is Mr. James at? James, have you left? Hello, Pie. How do you say Jeffy? How do we say that name? Z Verticals. Evenings with Granny. Yes. Is that what we want to call this? Evenings with Granny? Is that what we want to call this? We have to think of something. I don't know. Something about that dating thing. I don't know. I want to do something where we can interact, we can have fun, we're laughing. What is it, Lang Lang? How old are you again, Lang Lang? You seem like I get good vibes from you. I get good vibes from you. Oh, I thought it meant something personal to you. Michael Lee. No, evening with Auntie. Jeff, we got to keep up with these names. I like evenings with Granny. I still smoke cigs if I drink, but people get really preachy. Granny don't drink. Granny don't do nothing. I told you the worst thing I do is the cigarettes. Look, you guys, I have hair on my legs like this long. I have a person that comes and bathes me. And if you do notice, Granny got the biggest calves of all women, not all women, but a lot of women from her gym stuff. But I have a woman that actually, you say the Z word, like not the sound. You say the Z word, not the sound. Oh, Z verticals? Look, it took me a minute to think that. Don't judge Granny. But anyways, I have a lady that comes here and bathes me. Another Asian lady. I just stand in the shower like this. She's like, and she shaves my armpits. And actually, she does my hair, but she doesn't have vibing with Granny. She doesn't have any of our hair products. She got to go back to where she's from to get our hair products. Menthols. But when she comes, she does my massages, she does my eyebrows, she does everything. But when she comes, I just kind of haven't really been into it. So I'm like, let's do this, just get my armpits, just bathe me. And then when it comes time, because she puts like 5 different things on me while I'm just standing there in the shower like this, so a shower just really isn't a shower. It's like a 4-hour process. So after you're done with that 4-hour process, you get wet, you put some stuff on you, you stand there like this for 20 minutes, then you do it again, you wash it all off, and she's washing you off, then she prepares the stuff and puts it on your body. So it's like a 4-hour shower. So when it comes time for her to shave my legs, I'm like, no, you know what, forget it, because then she still has to give me my massage. She might have to touch up my eyebrows, whatever it is. So it's like, yeah, but Granny's legs got like an inch of hair on them. I'm living like a savage. What time is it for you? It is, I don't even know. Where are the 3 phones at? I don't know where the phones are, honey bun, so I can't even tell you what time. Like a personal assistant, yes. Yes, Michael, I know. Granny's a cigarette smoker. That's what you should call this, vibing with Granny. Is that what you're thinking, Mike? Vibing with Granny? I don't know. We have to figure it out. We got to come up with a good name, Mike. We need a theme for the room. Hello, Scammer Skull. We need a theme for the YouTube room. I can't even find my phone, so I don't know. Let me see. Don't these computers have the time on it? Yeah, it's the same for me too. We need a theme for the YouTube room. We are going to do something where we're interacting with each other. We have a bunch of choices. That's why I say, what do you guys think? What type of shows could we do? We had Somebody suggests that since Granny's single, we do a dating show. We got some people thinking it's okay, some people aren't agreeing with it. I have a funny short story to tell you. My mom also smokes the same. I would cry all the time when they stopped smoking. Commercial came because I was worried about her. Yes, remember that video with the box when we were little? I don't know about the vegan pig feet. I don't know. I don't know. I might, actually I might like that. I probably would like that. I probably would like that. Chilling with Granny. Impossible, Jeff. Eventually she did some quit and I was deemed the crybaby. Take a chance. Caroline, you're so pretty. Do you have diabetes? Why would you think I have diabetes? Because my calves are big? My calves are big because I lift weights? Why would you think I have diabetes? Thank you. Do I look like I have it? Is it a certain look? Dingo, you were doing dishes? Did you get them done? No, Granny ain't thick at all, Andy. Granny ain't thick. Granny got big calves because she lifts weights. Granny's calves. Who's buying the measuring tape? All these men. Jeff, I don't think you got big calves. I know you ain't got no big calves. I think if you were to do anything, it would be arm exercises. Jeff, forest theme. James, you love that forest theme. How big are your calves? My calves are 18 inches around. I brag on my calves. Most men don't have calves the size of Granny. You can probably run faster than me, but just know if I had to kick a door in, I'm tearing it down. SWAT don't even need that thing. They need me. Oh yeah, Granny ain't running nowhere. My cardio sucks. I get on them weights. I'm a beast on them weights. Granny's garden and James for the forest theme. I like that, Andrew. I think I'm having to go in a couple different directions. Do something for some of everybody. My son just came in and told me a random joke and it still got me cracking up. Oh, I bet. Do I squat? I squat with weights. 14-inch calves. Jeff. Oh, you measured? I got 18. I got 4 more inches than you. I still like poker with Granny. I know, Lang Lang. Now I'm going to have to learn how to do poker. So maybe I can at least do some poker shows. I don't know how to do none of that stuff, guys. Jeff, that's a good size. Uh-oh, Jeff. Uh-oh, Jeff. Big Jeff. Big Jeff with the 14-inch legs. Wait, Granny. Why, are you measuring your calves? Y'all measure your calves? I didn't know that was a thing. That's interesting. Well, Granny measured hers because her calves are bigger than her thighs. My calves are bigger than my thighs. Lang Lang, measure them, baby. Measure them. Listen, there's no wrong number. You don't look a day over 18. You do not have to lie to me, hon. I look way over 18. Sounds like you're getting ready to get revenge, kicking doors in and stuff. Listen, I have big grown sons. I don't need to get revenge on anything. And if I did have a problem, matter of fact, I'm not even going to call my sons. I'm going to call my daughter. My daughter is rougher than all my sons. So, and she's also a princess at the same time, but she has a lot of me in her. She was the oldest one when Granny was in the streets doing the boy stuff. She was the oldest, so she had a lot of tomboy. If I have a problem, I'm going to get my daughter. Just know, I ain't even getting my sons. I'm going to get my daughter. She is a savage. And she's in the medical field, but she is a rough one. She is a tomboy 2000. I wish I had a measuring tape. Do you measure the width? Yeah, when I measure my calves, I'm going all the way around, all the way around. You seem wise. Do you have advice for middle school girl problems? Yes. Stay to yourself, young ladies. Keep your bodies to yourself. Those boys don't love you. They're telling you lies. Focus on your education and and quit being so willing to give parts of your body up to people, because you give it up to one, you'll give it up to another. Don't be that person. Your wife is a savage also. My daughter, I used to have to save my son-in-law from my daughter all the time. She was a rough one. She was rough. My favorite YouTuber going live, Megalodon. Megalodon, we are measuring our calves. Get a measuring tape and tell me how big those calves are. Granny's at 18 inches, Meg. 18 inches. Let me show people, listen, Granny's out of shape right now, don't judge. Let Granny show her calves. Granny has big calves. Can you see? Can you see? Granny has big calves. My calves are bigger than my thighs. 18 inches. Lang Lang, 15 inches. Uh-oh, Lang. Uh-oh, uh-oh. She ain't lying. I have an older sister. She was the first one to hit 10 for mom over the simplest stuff. Yes. 3 inches away, Lang Lang. Listen, you get them 18, boy, I'm telling you. You get them 18, then that's what we should do. I got to give me an exercise page too. Why my wife keep asking for my credit card for some baby clothes for our newborn coming, but the closet is full. Oh, you can never have too much baby stuff, and the wife is always right. Happy wife, happy life. I'm just saying. The bigger calves than the people. Dingo, I have bigger calves than the people in my general height, weight. Dingo, did you measure them? Did you measure them? Who has measured their calves? Granny has 18 inches. So far, we got 15. What was Jeffy's? Jeff got 14. Lang Lang got 15-inch calves. Granny got the 18 inches. I'm probably down to about a 17 and a half. You don't have no measuring tape, Dingo? Aw. Not even the one that you measure wood with? You can use that too. Why can't I like your live? I don't know. It won't let you. I don't know what's going on. Z Vertical. Me, I got 14.5. Uh-oh, Jeff. Uh-oh. Don't get outdone by Z Vertical. Don't get outdone. He got you by that 0.5, Jeff. I would measure mine, but I don't have that tape that wraps around. I just got a normal tape. You can do it, Andrew. You can still get a... That's what I used for mine, was a regular measuring tape that somebody that deals with wood would have. Andy Hill says 11 inches. You know what, Andy? One of my sons is 11 inches. No, 12? I think it was 12. I told him, I said, boy, you walk wrong. You didn't break your whole leg. Austin, 17, close but no cigar. Austin, I got you by 1 inch. Who got bigger calves than Granny in here? I got like 5 in my house. I make my own clothes, so I'm used to measuring myself. Oh, Lang Lang, oh, you're skilled. Oh, you make it happen. Jeff, we got Andy underneath you. We got Austin with the 17 inches. Z Vertical. Granny needs one too. I'm trying to see, how can I do this online without doing it online? James is going to see me and have a gosh darn fit. Lila, I love hanging out with you too, hon. 12 inches, I'm like 4'11". My son, listen, one of my older sons, hold on. One of my older sons weighs like 120 pounds. One of my older sons weighs like 120 pounds. And he probably 5'5". I mean, his little legs are like, boy. I don't know. You know what? My daughter got big calves like me too. But my legs are bigger than her. I measured hers the other day. I think she was 16 inches. 16.5, I think it was. Yeah, my legs are stronger than my arms, definitely. I could kick the whole wall down with my legs. You're a short one. Ain't nothing wrong with being 4'11". Granny's only. How much do you think Granny weighs? I know Jeffy knows, and James knows. How much do you think Granny weighs? How much do you think Granny weighs? Granny don't have no lot of body. How much do you think Granny weighs? There's a good one. How much do you guys think Granny weighs? Mike says 135, Colin 120. Jeff, shame on you. Let me get my whip. You should know. 140. What are you guys thinking? Are you guys taking my leg into factor? 98 pounds. Well, geez, I look that bad? 120, 140. 170, 125. Let Granny do the. Hold on. Let Granny adjust herself. Granny ain't got no lot of body. How much does Granny weigh? How much does Granny weigh? Don't forget the big legs. How much does Granny weigh? 385. I wish. I'd be living my best life. 135, 140, 148, 160. No, you look good. I love your pants. Oh, I bought like 15 pair of boxers the other day. I got underwear underneath them, so I'm not like, doing ratchet stuff. 155, 89, 80, 130, 160. Jeffy, I'm so disappointed at you. Drunk Granny. Granny don't drink. Granny lives healthy. Let me go ahead and take you out of here. Certain things we just don't even say. Granny don't do none of that bad stuff. 150 max, 130, 135. Trust you. I think you're 140, 135. How much does Granny weigh? Wait, how tall are you if you don't mind me asking? I am 5'3". You said, trust me, she's not 150. How much you think? When I tell you guys, you're going to be like, no way. You're not going to believe it. Let Granny do the spin around for you again. How much does Granny weigh, guys? How much does Granny weigh? She don't have no lot of body. Don't tease her. How much does Granny weigh? I'm 5'3". How much does Granny weigh? 130, 106, 200, 600, 130, 180. I'm 5'4". No, she's not even 140. She's like 125. What are your tattoos? I got a bunch of different tattoos. 148, 120, 185, 135. James says 125. Oh, James, I'm just beauty in your eyes, ain't I? James, I wish I was 125. And actually, I'm overweight. That's the crazy thing. Granny ain't got no body. That reminds me of cattle auctions as a child. That's right. Throw in the 125, 130, 130, 135, 140. I've been to cattle auctions. Does it still okay, Andy? You're out of here. You're out of here. I'm somebody's grandma. You're out of here. 170, 125. How many, if you don't mind me asking? How many what? I'm only 8 and I'm more flexible and more bigger. What, 8 inches in the thighs? I mean in the calves? 140 pounds, 132, 135, 137. Does Granny need to do the spinning around again? Ain't nobody got it yet. How much does Granny weigh? 138. Let Granny do the spin one more time. Hold on, let me check something first. Okay, guys, here's Granny for the spin again. 5'3", 125, 135, 145, 157. All right, let Granny do the spin again. Not a voluptuous woman. 145, 165, 156, 145, 110, 120, 173, 145, 175. Let Granny show you her legs. How much does Granny weigh? My calves are bigger than my thighs. Look, you can see. Look, imagine having the 12-pack line, but the 12-pack's gone. How much does Granny weigh? How much does Granny weigh? You have big calves too, Lila. Measure your calves one day, baby, and let me know how big them calves are. 198, 147, 140, 350, 189, 135, 193. Ain't nobody hit it yet. Is it more than 120? It's more than 120. 147, 160, 115. Camera adds 10 pounds, they say. Hint. It's, if I give a hint, then you guys are going to, how can I give a hint? Is it more than 140? Dingo got it. Everybody see Dingo's answer? Dingo got it. 166 pounds. Granny weighs 166 pounds. I wish 142. I weigh 166 pounds. Did anybody see when I pulled my shirt up that I'm really not a big woman? Yes, James. 166. I wish I was 140. You said 165. You had to say 166. I fought hard for that extra pound. I know you guys were saying 110, Quinn. Well, you know what it is. Muscle weighs more than fat. A lot of people don't know that. And just because Granny hasn't exercised, Granny still has some muscle mass. And let me tell you, most of the weight is in my legs. I'm telling you. And it's not even my thighs. It's my calves. How tall am I? I am 5'3". Granny is 5'3". 5'3", 166 pounds. 163 in the morning and 166 after meals. No, hey, don't just, oh, that's how much you are, or that's how much Granny is? Listen, because Granny's proud of that 166. Jeff, you're 5'8", 183. Oh, that's a good size. I can't believe it. You don't look good? What? I think you mean to say you look good, Terry, because I know you would never say nothing bad like that to me. Too much sweet potato pie. Back up off the table. Toots. You are looking for exact poundage. Come on, Granny. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. You were close. Everybody, Andrew was the closest, guys. Do not discredit Andrew. Andrew was at 165. I need to start exercising. I'm underweight and scrawny. So is one of my children. Flip is 5'7", 114. Quinn, I love your necklaces. You should see the beautiful necklaces. They're 18 karat, actually. You should see the necklaces I got for Christmas. Mother's Day. How do you look old and young? Because I am old. I don't know how I don't look young. 5'2", 145. That's what you are? You don't look how you weigh. Well, that's why I say, because it's mostly, Granny still has muscle, so it's in the muscle. Kendrick or Drake? I don't know. They got a lot going on. I don't like neither one. Z verticals. Okay, baby. I still got a 6. My chest and my arms are nice. Jeff, Granny noticed the other day in her video that she got fat rolling over her pants. I was like, it was too much for me. I was traumatized. It was like coming over the elastic of my pants when I sat down. I'm like, oh no. I believe I'm 116 in the morning and 120 after meals. Lang, my older boy is just like you, but he's just a little bit taller. 4'11", 92, a lot of ribbage. My little boy got ribs for days. O'Shea Duke Jackson just did an interview boyfriend. Man, I bet that. I can't wait till I see it, guys. I can't wait. I know. I bet that was funny. You're 166, bro. You have bigger calves than me. Yeah, my calves are 18 inches. Lila, did you measure yours? Are there any more men on here? You guys measure your calves. Granny's calves are 18 inches. Well, now probably 17.5. What are the size of your calves? Go around the biggest part. Are you a modern woman or more of a traditional woman? I am a modern tomboy woman, but I will be a traditional woman for a traditional man. Does that make sense? I used to get bullied at school for my weight. I used to get bullied at school for being biracial. Royal Jules. Hey, how are you? Royal Jules. Measure your calves. I need some calf measurements from you guys. Granny's calves are 18 inches. How big are your calves? Yes, Granny weighs 166 pounds. She's 5'3". Andrew is 6'3", 295. Let me go check my calves. I'm going to have to check mine with a normal tape, though. That's fine, Andrew. That's what I did. I use regular measuring tape. My dad had big old calves, too. So not only is it like, and my mother. So not only is it like, it's just in us. I'm telling you, if you see my daughter's calves, you'd be like, World Jules, how do you measure? You go around this part of your calf right here, the biggest part. Look, you guys see Granny? Look at the cellulite right here. These here are the last to get small because I put the most work into those. So you see my calf is bigger than my thigh. I tell no lie. My thighs are always the last to go because that's where I put my most. You're leaving for college tomorrow? Oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. What are you going to be? What are you taking? How can you keep that a secret? Genetic and also constant body work out. Well, definitely, Lay. That's what it was. My legs blew up when I was young. Like by the time I was 5 or 6, they were already doing things, but I was already in those boy sports by then. I was BMX racing and speed skating. I don't have cellulite because in my family, we sell a lot. What? I just got Max. I just got that. Dave says I got small calves. Think they're about 15. 15 is a good size. Do I believe it? Yes, I'm a religious woman. I have realized I just realized I'm 14-inch calves, and I measured the smaller part of the calves my last time. 14 inches, dingo. Okay. I gotta get you hip to some vegan pork chops. That's a thing. That is a thing. You just got baptized. I got baptized when I was little. Gavin says you are very beautiful. Thank you, Gavin. You are strong and beautiful. Thank you. Do you watch anime? No, I don't. My grandchildren do and my children. Dave is 5'2". Gavin, I hope you didn't retract your message because you said something bad. Ricky. Hello, Ricky. Jeff and James, send the jet. Granny is hungry. Good morning. Is it morning where you're at? Which animes? I don't know. I like tune it out. Me and anime do not get along. They have anime stickers. I think it's anime. I don't know. Like on my thing. Who is that? What is that? I don't know. Granny don't like anime. I do not like anime. Nothing wrong with a bit of cellulite. Michael, The cellulite for me is too much. Granny hasn't been exercising because I've had a lot of surgeries. But before the surgeries, I tried to gain weight to show my YouTube friends, yeah, I can get you fit. But then I didn't realize I was going to have so many surgeries. So to me, the cellulite is, every time I look at it, I'm like, where'd that come from? Dave, you have a heart of gold. Dave, I really do. I really, really do have a heart of gold, Dave. I really, really do. Gavin says, I will surely sub. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you for, yes, you guys, if you like Granny, right now we're really not talking about much of anything, but if you like Granny, please like and subscribe, guys. Demon Slayer or One Piece, is that what it is? Yes, every time I turn around, there's like anime stickers all over. I think it's like the children just come over, my grandchildren, and they're like, pop, 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 pop. Grandma won't notice. And then I'll be like, what is this? Where'd this come from? Adopt you. Granny or your grandma? Quinn already subbed. I'm going to be back. I got to get in the shower. All right, Z Verticals. Jay Day says, what do you eat? Fruit, vegetables. So it's really hard to even keep that amount of weight just eating fruit and vegetables. That's why it's hard for Granny to gain weight, because she only eats fruit and vegetables. Royal Jules says, Granny, I've always worked in my legs, but I've slacked off. I can't seem to get it back. What are some good exercises to bulk up my legs? Here's one of my favorite. Are we talking about calves or what? Granny can't really, can you see? Granny can't see. I'm going to get hurt trying to show you guys. How can I do it? Wait, hold on to my YouTube stuff. I have so much stuff going on. My favorite one for my calves, I don't know about anybody else, but let me show you one for my exercise. The one for my calves that I do, my go-to is very easy. Just stand on my top toes, my tippy toes. I'll walk around. I'll walk around like that. Now for here, squats, things like that. But if you're doing calves, you can do that and build up just fine. Calves are easy. Calves are always easy. Lunges with weights, get a good walk in every day. Yeah, Jeff, I agree. I agree. Do you like Taylor Swift? No, I like rap music. I did that for cross country. Yes, so you know about that trick. Yes, and the daily walks. Granny got to get it together. Quinn says, you sound like the nicest person in the world. I'm a pretty good person. I have a very good heart. I have a very good, beautiful heart. The squats. World Jules. I got some, somewhere on my page I have exercise stuff. I'm not sure. I think I have some gymnastics in my shorts. I don't even know what's in there anymore. I got some weightlifting in there. I didn't do too much because people weren't interested, but I have some stuff in there. I survive off of fruit and yogurt and the occasional sweets. Yes. What song do I like? Justin says Granny is fine. Thank you, baby. Hope you're having a great day. Jesus loves you. Thank you, Danny. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is red. What is your favorite color? Am I married? No, I'm single. We're thinking about doing a possible date show on here. Dating with Granny. I want to know what you guys think about that. James says no. But not like really like we're going to meet up and pass out phone numbers. I don't know. Something to think about. James is totally against it. Melanie says, you're pretty. I live in Antarctica. I want to go to Antarctica. Galvin says, ooh, sounds great. Yes, my favorite color is red. What is your favorite color? I'm wondering why Jeff and James, I'm sitting here looking out the window. The jet hasn't came. Who's going to feed me? I need real food. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are you guys really, James, are you really going to make me eat this watermelon? This is dinner, James. This is dinner for me. James, you get your homeboy Jeff, and you guys get over here and save me. This is dinner. You and James and Jeff have a whole itinerary of things they're eating for dinner. And this is what Granny's gonna eat is half of a watermelon. So come save Granny. Save Granny. Give you a minute. Jeff, you and James should have been here already. I still have my gymnastic uniforms. The only thing I can say is that those butterfly stretches killed me. If they don't know, they don't know. Them butterfly stretches, listen. Jeff, quit making excuses. Granny's hungry. Granny is hungry. You and James are preparing whole meals. This is what Granny's eating today. Half of this. I am hungry. I need real food. What are we going to do about this, guys? That's why I have such energy. Yeah, I have energy, but I'm starving. I'm starving inside. I'm starving. I don't want to just eat the watermelon. I want real food in my life. This watermelon is stupid. I hate this watermelon. It's good, but I'm sick of eating healthy. Dave, I don't like it here. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I need real food. I need real food. No, that is why I have so much energy, because I do eat healthy. But it still doesn't mean I'm starving. I'm starving. I'm pretty sure those elongated melons are the watermelons are the ones that have the most water. Forget the water, Quinn. We need steak over here. We need steak. James, you're ordering now. You haven't sent nothing over here. You and Jeff, where is our Nene at? We're missing Nene. Jeff and James, we're all supposed to get together and have like a meal of real food. And we cannot seem to make this happen. I don't know why. Eat corn. I ate corn already. That's what I ate today was corn. That's all I ate today was corn. I don't want no more corn. I don't want corn. I don't want this. I want real food. Are you left-handed or right-handed? I'm right-handed. What kind of protein are you eating? Dave? I'm a little sucky on my protein. I'm a little sucky on my protein. Let me tell you what my goat, James. No. Dave, don't judge me. Forget the protein. Let's worry about what Granny's sweet snack is. Granny wanted a sweet snack yesterday. And do you know what I had to eat for something sweet? Peanut butter. That was the sweetest thing I had in the house was peanut butter. Other than fruit. And I ate it like a little savage, like with a spoon, like the jar was brand new, but I opened it and it was gone that quick. And I poured a little chocolate on it. It was like a Reese cup in a jar. I was living my best life. Stuffed green peppers, but it's stuffed with homemade mashed potatoes. I could do that. I could do that, Lang Lang. That's why I say maybe I need somebody to cook for me, because I'm just so sick of eating the same healthy stuff that maybe they can make my healthy stuff different, taste different. I'm sick of it. Nutella is my favorite sweet thing. I never liked that gosh darn Nutella. Yesterday I was in the refrigerator like this with the chocolate syrup. I'm not going to lie. Peanut butter junkie, peanut butter panic. Jeff, if you know, you know. Like a vegan steak. Yeah, all that vegan. I want meat, Jay. I want real deal with the fat on it, dripping down, fried in grease. I want violation food. I'm not here for the good stuff. Quinn says my stepmom says it's so sweet. You guys, look what you guys are eating. Look what Granny's eating. You guys are eating real food while Granny is over here eating. This is why Granny can't get past 166. My doctor told me the other day, well, what are you trying? Plus, she said I was overweight. I'm like, I'm overweight. What? I'm supposed to weigh like 120 something. 120. I do not look good at 120. I tried it. I do not look good. And she was like, well, what are you doing to gain weight? She's like, you only eat fruit. So you think the water in the fruit is going to get you, you know. If you know what I had to do to get these 6 pounds, you would laugh at me. I had to get cake icing, like jars. and I had to eat like the whole jar of icing in sittings, and it took me like 3 months just to get these 6 pounds. It was a struggle. Yes, because watermelon, all fruit is just water. So you're just going to spend more time. I hate cake icing, but I like it. I like because it's something that we don't have here often. You know, I told you the sweetest thing I have is peanut butter or fruit. I feel that I learned how many ways to cook, bake, and roast potatoes. Yes, you get it? Lang Lang, oh my gosh, I'm tired of it. Love is love. They always say we're overweight. You can eat fish, but basically live out of the mom's garden. I know, but I've ate so much fish, my cholesterol's high. I can't really eat the fish. I can't eat the shrimp. Granny's not doing good. Overweight, my foot, they want us to eat bird-sized everything. I know they do. They do. But you know what? In real life, if you know anything, that's why I say once you do a study on the C word, it'll give you an explanation about food more. And you'll see that what we've been eating has not been good. Curry chicken, I could do. You know what I don't like on chicken, guys? I don't like the fat on the chicken. Or I don't like my chicken soggy. Do you know what I mean by that? I do not like soggy chicken. Does anybody understand what I mean by that? So if I'm going to, like, what would that be called? If you boiled it? Like in water? Do you know what I mean by that soggy skin? Bake mine in the oven till it's crispy like you fried it. I don't like that soggy skin. I don't like that. I love Italian ice. No, there's nobody behind me. I ain't worried about that. If it is, it's probably one of my children that are stalking me. Italian ice is the best. Listen, I got a big grown son. He might even still be out there. I got a nephew in the front. Ain't nobody behind me. That's the last thing I'm worried about. I'm a very texture-oriented person. I can do anything that feels too mushy. Yes, you know what? I cannot do, oh, you like my natural nails? Thank you. Granny don't I know this, don't tease Granny. I don't like mushy stuff in my mouth. I know somebody's going to take that totally out of text. Pudding is a violation. No, ma'am. No, sir. Pudding is a violation. Jello. Charles. All right. Very glad to have you, Quinn. Very glad to have you. So listen, Granny's not going to hold you up too much longer because Granny is starving. Granny had to mentor today. Granny had to work today. Oh, you don't like the cake texture? Oh, I like that, Jeff. That pudding and that Jello. I'd haul off and get to rice pudding. You know about rice pudding? You know what? I like rice pudding, but I don't like it's a lot going on there. You like my hair? Granny had to put it up because she was hot. She didn't want her hair touching her. I actually had like just 2 little ponytails and the rest was down. Thank you, Terry. So listen, you guys, please like the video. Please subscribe to this video. Granny's going to actually start having some very good topics, I want you guys to help me think, what can we do? So every day around 5-ish, that's going to be the time that Granny goes on live. It probably won't even be this long any other time, but I'm just really enjoying your guys' conversation. So please follow my page and just be on the lookout because around 5-ish, I'm going to do our thing. And once we figure out what direction we're going in, then it will be a lot more funner. But since we can't agree on what this page should be about, What about mustard greens? Oh, I love me some greens. Bye, Dingo. Bye, Dave. Dave, I need you to be back by 5. Jeff, tomorrow at 5. Lang Lang, tomorrow at 5. Terry, tomorrow at 5. Arturo, I'm not sure why you're oiled up, but you can be here tomorrow at 5. Big Jeff, Royal Jules, it's so good chatting with you, Granny. Thanks for the leg tips. Can't wait to see the dating live. Don't tell James. Shh. James is not having that. So what time are we going to be here tomorrow, guys? What time? Thank you for streaming, and I'll be 5 minutes early. Thank you, Lang Lang. You look so beautiful and young. You look like you're 30 years old. Gary, don't lie to Granny. I'm a granny. Julie, thank you. Jeff, if you're not here at 5, I just don't know. Desire, are you going to be here at 5 tomorrow? We're doing it live tomorrow. I want you here at 5. Julie, 5. Gary, can you come at 5 tomorrow? What is the age for the guys? I don't know. Shh, don't talk about it because James is against this dating thing, so we might have to sneak and do it. Desiree, 5. You guys follow, put your, what's that called? Put your notifications on so when Granny goes live or does a video, she does videos also, life lessons on children that are out there on YouTube already that are kind of spraying themselves with their own bad behavior. Granny uses those to give life lessons through those children because once again, those children aren't the only children doing that. So I give true, honest life lessons, and I'm very good. I'm very good. I'm a very honest woman. I really like to help the children. She got the motorcycle windshield head. Well, that was very ignorant of you to say of Granny. If I got the windshield head or not, I'm still a beautiful woman. How about that? I'm an old granny and I'm still pretty. Is it how do you say that? Jeffy, where are you? Demacha? Demacha? Am I saying that? Shiny, I love you, baby. Desiree, yes, turn on notifications. 5 o'clock, Granny will be in the building. You know women like older men. Gary, your wife is 30 and looks older than me. I'm a sucker for curls on a woman's hair. Well, I'm way over 30. Way over 30, Gary. Is that, oh my gosh, your guys' name's so difficult. Michael Lee, love your page. I love you, Michael. Granny loves everybody. What time are we coming back tomorrow? Adrian, hello. Adrian, subscribe. We are doing it live tomorrow. Granny doesn't have anything particular planned, but we can have a good time. I love the conversation. Can you shout out my name, Mike Hawk? I love your shorts. Mr. Hawk, what is the age cap? I don't know. Jeffy, get your page pumping. I'm not saying it no more. Jeffy, get your page pumping. James, Jeff is getting ready to make a page. We're all going to go follow Jeff. Jeff, what are you waiting on? If Granny can do it, you can do it. Well, you look way under 30. Gary, you see these wrinkles in this turkey neck? Granny is way over 30. I love you guys. I love you guys. Don't forget when you're cooking your good food, think about Granny because Granny's eating what? Half of a watermelon today. So I love you guys. I don't want to hold you up too long. We've been here, I don't even know how many hours now. Thanks for coming. I'm glad to have you. Click, like, subscribe, all of that good. You ate the best. Say my name, please. Shiny. Dave. Happy birthday to Adrian's grandma. They turned 38. Dave, thank you. Thank you, Dave. Is that B3LLII on pause? Thank you, honey bun. I'm only 49 and Latinos if fall into your category. Don't keep calling Granny beautiful. You're going to blow up her head and give her the big head. They already say I got a big forehead. Italian. How old am I? Shiny, I'm an old woman. I'm an old granny. I'm an old granny, old granny, old granny. Old granny that's starving and eating watermelon today. Listen, Granny's not going to hold you up anymore. Big Jeff, you know Granny loves you. James, I always love you. What time are we going to be here tomorrow? What time? Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. 5. We're going to see Granny at 5. We're all going to meet up at 5. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Lane, Granny loves you. I love everybody. Terry, Karen, I love everybody. Nene, where have you been? I miss you. Shiny, Granny shouted you out 5 times already. 5 p.m. Dave, be here or be square. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Have a good day. Who loves you? Granny loves you. I love you. I love you.